Hello and welcome to the 100th episode of The Silver Lining. For the 100th time, I am your host, Uncle Silver, aka Silver Greg, aka Greg, whatever you're comfortable calling me. And welcome to you for the 100th time, my co-host, the chat. Always a fantastic time having you here. Although this is sort of not 100th episode. So I went back to see how early I had been uploading these episodes onto YouTube, and I thought I missed the first few episodes. I did not. I have the from the very first episode is up on YouTube. So I was looking at that, but the first few episodes didn't technically have a name for the show. So in a way, this is like episode 97, but really it's 100. Hopefully everybody is doing okay. Hopefully you're all having a good week. I'm going to be honest with you. It has not been the most amazing week for me. It's just, I just think that mentally a lot of the stuff that's been going on is just taking its toll. So it's a bit brutal, and it's not just me. Stop with your technicalities. It's not just me. I think most people have been experiencing this sort of rough week. Like I'm seeing a lot of people posting things about how they're going to stay off social media, which I had to do last night. It was just really like I was just not in a great spot. People are staying off social media. People are talking about moving and leaving. Like I'm seeing all kinds of stuff. I'm seeing all kinds of things from this particular week. And I don't know. I wonder if it's just, it just sort of like everything is bad. Oh, let me turn it down. Elements, thank you so much for the invitation to the host club. Welcome. Yeah, what I feel like it is, talking out of my ass, what I feel like it is just, there are a lot of people who it's becoming too much for, like, for whatever reason they're just getting to this point where they can't take it anymore, but then that is causing other people to realize the same thing. You know what I mean? That sort of the bad mob mentality. I think that's sort of what's happening, but it's just been kind of a rough week. But hello Ryan, Somber, Flipnote Hero, Jerf, Potato Gator, Marcos Wario, Dragon Supra, Let's Play What's Going On. Hopefully you all had a better week, but I see that some people did not. I can't believe this. You're a liar. Hello. About to start cooking Alfredo while listening. My birthday was this week, so at least that was good. That was a good day for me. My birthday is next week. My birthday's next week, and I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm going to be doing anything for it. Sorry, I'm late. No problem. Elements, we just started. I like to welcome you from the hell I'm living in, known as Detroit. Yeah, it's just mine was pretty arse. Hopefully next week should be better. Yeah, it's just been a bad week. It's just been a rough week. There's so much going on. There's so much negativity, and the I think what's happening is one of the other things that's going on is like the negativity is just, it's just getting to a point where people just, they're having that sort of last straw. Like, oh my God, I just can't take it anymore, and it's just really starting to happen all at once. It's this like I said before, it's a cascading effect. Some people are doing it, and then the people that follow them are like, oh my God, yeah, I'm the same way, I can't take it either, and it's just breaking people down. Happy 100, thank you. 100 episodes of the Silver Lining. Just think, Sean, you've been here since the extreme beginning, right? Hands up if you were here before the Silver Lining. Because that was not immediate. It was like November that I started streaming, and then it was probably May or something when I started Silver Lining. I have to look again to see. Yeah, so I think it's what it is. I think it's been sort of like the domino effect. I don't know what it was that tipped people this week, but it's just driving crazy, man. And then there's a lot of other stuff too, and that's the thing. It's not even just the regular stuff that's going on. I'm actually fighting the big sad right now, because today should have been the start of Too Many Games, and Too Many Games is something that Too Many Games is probably the thing I look forward to most every year. out of the entire year. And I was looking forward to it for a while because of everything else going on outside of the COVID stuff. Like I just had a lot going on, and I needed that sort of escape. Too Many Games is important for me because it's not just about going to a convention; it is about getting away. Like I live 40 minutes away from where Too Many Games is held, but I still go to the hotel and I stay there because it's still a trip where I get to get away from everything, and I can't. So it's just like it's starting to bug me. But I think that that's happening to a lot of people too. I was here right before you started the Silver Lining. I don't know. I was here sometime early on. I was like the second wave. Yeah, Elements. I think you were like the second wave of people. I know you since before you started doing stuff at all. That's. I mean, it's true. It's true. The last few years have been life-changing for me. Hard to remember. Yeah, it's been kind of rough. It was May when you officially called it that. That's what it was. It was probably around May when I actually started calling it the Silver Lining. But there were I think that was episode 4. The first 3 episodes were there, but I think they were titled like "We Need a Name for the Show." I think it was something like that. Is TMG still in September? They moved it to September, but I'm going to be honest with you. I have talked to tons of people who have said they're not going to go in September because they're either not confident that all of this is going to be wrapped up, or at least wrapped up enough for them to say I'm comfortable going, or they're just it's just not a good time for them. You know, this time right now, the end of June, a lot of people are on vacation. You know, a lot of people, college students are out. People are on vacation from work, or they've got their vacation time that they're starting to use. It's summertime, school's out. The end of September, that's not the case. The end of September, even assuming that everything is back, let's assume fantasy. This is a fantasy, but let's assume that everything was 100% back to normal by September. And it's the end of September. People are in school. People have to go to work. They can't take a weekend to go away like that. Not an unexpected weekend. So it would probably be a lot less anyway. Yeah, it's not going to be any better. Ryan, I think it'll be better in September, but I think a lot of people are not going to want to risk it anyway. I don't think it's going to be so much better that people are going to say, I'm comfortable being in a convention center with thousands of hot, sweaty people who may or may not be wearing masks. And for me, a little bit, just as important, I don't want to be in a hotel room with 5 other people who we're going to be in close quarters with each other, you know, and then they're going out to wherever over the course of the weekend and then coming back to the hotel room. It's a lot of close interaction that people are not going to want to risk. They're not going to want to do it. So I'm not saying like, because every time I mention that someone online, and like Mendez said, like a lot of people online are, it's not canceled, it's rescheduled to September. I am not planning on it being in September. And if it is in September, I'm most likely not going to go. The most I would do in September is go for the day, come back home, and then maybe go again. You know what I mean? Like not stay at the hotel or anything. Unqualified Gamer, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Very much appreciate that. Welcome. Especially since we premature open. Yeah. Hold on. Let me. I'm jumping too far ahead. It was around April or May that I came in. I remember hearing we need a name discussion. Yeah. So Minions. So that would have been the first 3 weeks or the first 3 episodes. Especially since we prematurely opened up again. But before that, no way in hell were we gonna be fine. Yeah. Like if we didn't open up early, right? Like let's pretend that the United States of America knows how to do what they need to do to make good things happen. Let's pretend that they know. I know. It is the most fictional concept ever. But let's pretend that America knew what to do and actually did it. It would still be questionable whether or not September was far enough out. Now, taken to the fact that America doesn't want to do what they know they have to do. So the second wave, which is not the second wave, let's be clear here. It's not the second wave. It is the second part of the first wave, because we didn't dip down low enough for the first wave to be considered dead. But we're gonna spike again, and then we're gonna start all over again. That's unfortunately that's what's going to happen. I hate talking about this, especially during the 100th episode, but that's what's going to end up happening. What's going to end up happening is it's going to spike, and we're going to start all over again, and we're going to be back to people pissing and moaning because they can't get haircuts, showing up at places armed to the teeth because they want to get a haircut. Yeah. Yeah, that's really hard to imagine. Sorry, jumping ahead. The largest group of fans are the ones that will be in school. Yeah, exactly. There's tons of people going to be in school. Or tons of people who have school-age children who can't just take that time and go away. I worked in retail down here in Florida. I can guarantee that there are not enough people taking things seriously. Yeah, no. Even, like I said, even if America took it seriously, September would still probably have been too close to call for rescheduling too many games. So I don't, and now with everything happening, no, I don't think it's going to happen. If you've got a college membership, if you're enrolled in college, I would recommend that you talk to your college about why you're paying full tuition for what's going to be online classes. If you have school-age children, I suggest you start looking into homeschooling and what it takes to do that, because I honestly don't think we'll be back up and running in September. Sorry. Remember when Ebola happened? We had that controlled when we heard about it and took action. No. COVID would be the deadliest and most awful con flu out there. Might even kill the con entirely. Yeah, unfortunately. No, I think too many games will be back next year. I think it'll be back next year. I was here for the silver lining, even when you started YouTube. That's right. Yeah. You were here for my brief stint as a YouTuber before I became a Twitch streamer. If I have to call it specifically, that's what I would call it. Places are reopening in England with precautions in place. People in my town are still crossing the beaches. Mr. L, places are still open here, and they all require certain measures to be taken. People just don't want to take them. That's the problem. It would be much better if people were actually staying home when they didn't have to leave. If they had to leave, leaving, doing everything, coming back. Like all of it would be, wearing their masks, washing their hands, doing all of that stuff. We would be a lot better off. But people don't want to do it. They either don't want to do it or they don't want to do it correctly. Because they don't want to be told what to do. That's what it is. People, Americans, United States of Americans. I hate saying Americans because I feel bad because that includes Canadians and Mexico and all of that, and it's not really fair to them. But United Statesians have it in their head that what they think is correct and what everybody else thinks is wrong, and that's all that matters. And the reality is, no, no, that's not it at all. A collage membership. After a few times I try to go out, the few times I go out to pick up takeout food is enough to show me how many people don't care. Absolutely. When I go to the supermarket, that's when I realize people don't care. DragonCon is saying they'll make a decision in early May, and there's no doubt they're going to have to cancel in early May. I mean, we're well past May. Yeah, shouldn't have started this opening process until the start of September. Yeah, September should have been around there. Shout Shock, thank you so much for the invitation to the host club. Very much appreciate that. I don't know how big of a thing it is, but I feel bad for anyone who are unable to get refunds for con. Oh, I'm sure it's a big thing. I'm sure it's a really big thing. Guy in the tie, what's going on? Sorry I'm late. Finishing my own stream. Hope I didn't miss much. No problem. Mention a lot. Yeah. It's gonna be Ryan. It's gonna be canceled. Come on, it's gonna be canceled. Those are the times where I want to talk to the people, like the social media people, and not the social media people, the ones that make the decisions, because the social media people are just they're the mouthpiece basically. But I would love to sit down with them, and like when they say we'll figure out in July, I'm like it's just cancel it. You know it's going to be canceled. You just don't want to say it's going to be canceled. I you know what I feel like? Dark Knight, the Dark Knight, when they're on the boats at the end, and the prisoners are they're supposed to blow up each other's boat, and then it's the big guy Zeus Tiny Lister. He's like, he approaches the guard with that has the thingy, and he's like, give it to me. Oh, hey. Give it to me, and I'll do what you should have did 10 minutes ago. That's what I feel like whenever I see these companies or these organizations or whatever sort of halting their like stopping short of what they have to say. You know, they don't want to say we're canceling it. They want to say we'll make a decision in July. Those are the times where I want to like take their Twitter from them and like, give it to me, and I'll say what you should have said 5 minutes ago. It's canceled. Hey, Linky, what's going on? Hello to everybody who I have not said hello to. Thank you for stopping in. Very much appreciate that. We're having to constantly tell people that they aren't allowed to try on clothes at Mark. Oh my God. I've been getting more serious about the whole stuff. I really don't need to. I'm still as serious about it as I was. I think I'm just my tolerance for people being ignorant and selfish is starting to go away, and I don't doubt for a second. Not for even a tiny second do I doubt that at some point I'm going to curse somebody out in public in a store somewhere. I'm going to be in a store and there's going to be a Karen and she's going to be upset because she has to wear a mask, or she's going to start talking about her rights or anything, and I'm going to just freaking lose it. I know it. 100%. I know that that's what's going to happen. COVID only exists when it impedes on the liberties of minorities and essential workers. But God forbid Karen can't get her favorite brand shirt at the mall. In those cases, it doesn't exist. No, of course not. No. I'm actually getting I'm getting more frustrated at people who refuse to listen. Absolutely. I already have twice. Oh, Marco's here. I think you might be my hero. You might be the hero of the 100th episode. Here in the UK, people are acting like the whole thing is over because slightly less people have it now. Yeah, and that's what it is. Oh, it's over. Like, no, it's not over. There's a whole giant space down here that you're missing. The best analogy, still the best analogy is the parachute. I think I know I've said it here. I'm sure people have seen it online. Is the parachute? Is you jump out of an airplane, you pull your parachute, you start floating down, and a minute after you pull your parachute, you say, "Oh, I've slowed down enough. I'm safe to cut my parachute away." Like that's the perfect analogy for it. Somebody's going to catch your tirade on film and over you to, yeah, you know what, Wing Zero? Judging by how people react to those sorts of things, it'll probably be beneficial. Because apparently, if I lose my mind and yell and scream and curse at somebody on the street or in the store or something, that is what people like to see. So, you know, we made a culture out of making stupid people famous. So there you go. If all else fails, let Darwinism take effect. Potato. I would love to let Darwinism take effect. The problem is that this wouldn't be Darwinism because they'd be taking people down with them. See, these COVIDiots, I love it. They would go out there and do a bunch of things and get sick and then keep going out there getting other people sick. That's the problem. If nature was going to take its course all on its own, that would be totally fine. But as it turns out, they're going to end up, it's the drunk driving. I think I said it yesterday. It's the drunk driver who gets hammered, who gets into his car and drives and kills someone else in the car accident. Right? He survives, and he and like 4 people die in another car, which I wish I could say is made up, and it's not. And that's what it is. To them, low numbers is a bad thing. COVIDiots. You never heard COVIDiots? I've heard that before. Yeah, I can't take credit for making that one up. If you're gonna blow up with someone, do it in an oval. Oh my God, Sean, are you kidding me? My tirade would be legendary. The whole thing is so stupid. People just use their brains for once. They can see how bad it is. No, I gotta catch football with my buddies. Yeah, it's ridiculous, Shadow. It's ridiculous. Can't believe some believe massive. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm so freaking tired of it. at the same time that it frustrates me so much that I need to vent about it, I'm also so tired of it that I can't take it anymore. And it's why the whole thing with AMC theaters was like, AMC said they weren't going to require them, and then now they're saying they are, so people are throwing a fit, and it's like, good, I don't need your sick ass in my movie theater. I'm not gonna go to a movie theater anyway. Yeah, I wear a mask in public to protect myself and others. Yeah, it's simple. It's simple, and that's the thing. This is probably a hot take, right? Like not a controversial take, but a sort of hot take. If you choose not to wear a mask, because of what are people saying, right? I don't want to wear a mask because it's my constitutional rights. It's my this and it's my that. If you refuse to wear a mask, it is not about you and your constitutional rights.
Your ideas are intriguing to me, and I wish to subscribe to your newsletter.
Rich Rad X, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. If you choose not to wear a mask, it's not about you and your rights. You are doing it because you are ignorant and selfish. Not ignorant, you're selfish. You're rotten. You are a shit human being. Sorry, I try not to curse too much here, but you are. You are completely inconsiderate of everyone else around you. Places like Japan, where they wear masks, like it is part of their culture to wear a mask if that person is sick. That is a level of consideration. It might be bred by for other reasons. Like, people say that it's because it's such a workaholic society that they don't want to stop working. But the reality is, if you wear a mask because you're trying not to get somebody else sick, that is a considerate thing to do. And if you refuse to wear a mask, you are being selfish and inconsiderate. And quite frankly, well, I won't keep going. Natural selection grows. Again, it's not natural selection because they're going to get other people killed. I was going to cancel AMC if they weren't going to require me. What's the town? The state now. Was it North Carolina? North Carolina. That's like, they're going to make it a rule. They're going to make it a law that you're not allowed to wear masks inside public places. It's like, well, just all right, everybody. I think it was North Carolina. Like, North Carolina's canceled. Go right ahead. It's why I'm happy that we're taking this seriously here in New York. We're opening up very slowly, still making sure to keep masks on, and social distancing rules. Yeah, PA hasn't been too bad. Pennsylvania hasn't been too bad. So that's nice. It's nice that Pennsylvania is somewhat serious. It's not even the state. It's the people. The people are for the most part. Like, I go to most places have everybody taking care of them. Pretty much all the places I go to require masks, and I've seen them kick people out. But most people there are for the most part kind of compliant, but they're probably because they have to. North Carolina. Frankly, their rights and where mine begin. If those idiots refuse to follow basic rules of decency, they deserve to be exiled. Yeah, actually, absolutely. Refuse from service which, Sean, that's what always is amazing to me. We've had no shirt, no shoes, no service on the doors of convenience stores for decades. For as long as I've been alive, those have been signs there. And no one ever said that you are infringing on their constitutional rights. So why is it when you add no mask, is everybody losing their minds all of a sudden? Puerto Rico is not much. Yeah, Puerto Rico is I don't know. Puerto Rico's got a lot of other problems before COVID even started, but that's unless you're a nudist. Yeah, Puerto Rico's had a lot of problems for a little while now, well before COVID even started. Puerto Rico never really recovered from, what was it, the earthquake that they had, and nobody cares. It was earthquakes or it was hurricanes. I forget exactly which one it was. I mean, I'm sure it was both, to be honest. What's this? I already have moon plans. Anyone who wants to join me, ask. Was it Hurricane Maria? I live in Florida. People still fight over no shirt, no shoes, no service. Well, let's be honest, Dragoon. Florida's like its own special case, right? Hey, Kendall K, thank you so much for the congratulations. Cause shirts are considerate. Hold on, what was that? Yeah, Hurricane Maria. Yeah, it ravaged that place. Like people died. Tons of people died, and the Puerto Rico's still not recovered. That's a whole big discussion though. That's probably something else, because that part of the Puerto Rico discussion is when you're talking about what are the other places? Guam, American Samoa, the U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and then there's one more. I think there's one more that is a U.S. territory that is bound by U.S. law and U.S. Pays U.S. taxes, but don't get like votes and stuff like that. I forget what the fifth one was. What is it? The Northern Marinas? Is that what it is? Do what Bugs did, saw Florida off. Well, I am still of the school that all of the states should be independent countries. I'm slowly easing into the idea that what would happen if all 50 states just became their own countries, and I kind of like it. Yeah, U.S. Virgin Islands. Well, no, I said U.S. Virgin. So yeah, Puerto Rico, Guam, U.S. Virgin Islands, American Samoa, and you're saying the Northern Marinas, not Bermuda. Those are 5 places. Cream the Rabbit in the hunt with a tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. It's been a while. Cream, has it been a while? I thought didn't you change your name? I thought you had changed your name. Are you back to Cream the Rabbit, or I don't know? I could have sworn you had changed your name and you were here as somebody else. If that happened, Greg, the Northeast, West Coast, and maybe Illinois would be okay. The rest would fall apart. And Ryan, I gotta be honest with you, I kind of want to see it. I feel like the Die Hard movie, Live Free or Die Hard, where they're talking about the fire sale where they shut everything down to sort of reset the country, and like they're talking about, oh, it's a bad thing, and I'm sitting there like, I don't know. It might not be bad. It might suck at first, but I don't know. I feel like we get into our own groove. Greg is I'm an agent of chaos. Yeah, how did Harvey Dent not know that was the Joker until he took off just a piece of the mask? You can see. Okay. I changed my Twitter, not my handle, just my name. Okay. No, Cream, I could have sworn you had changed it here, because we have like Crankshaft Rabbit or something that comes in here. I could have sworn for a while that was you. But I'm glad to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Absolutely. I thought you were still here, but now that I know you were gone, I'm a little sad. No, it wasn't. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my God, hold on. My phone's still. Got lucky. My phone was on silent. My phone was on volume. So, we tried that near the start. The country and everyone had different currency. Do it. Same currency. Go ahead. Everybody can have different currency. I'll use my PA bucks. You can use your Jersey dollars, and I will accept Illa coins, which is Illinois coins. Do it. But I would like to get into my first topic here, and I say my first topic. I normally say our, but it's my first topic because 100 episodes. We are at 100 episodes. And what I wanted to talk about today, sorry to jump really fast. What I wanted to talk about today was the stream, was the not only the stream, but my sort of history of content creation. So I started, I guess I kind of eased into it, right? Thank you, I Am Cloud. I was at, where was I? I was at MagFest. I think it was the first MagFest that it was. It was the first MagFest that I went to. And I remember being there, and I remember talking to people, and there were people, I was with John, and John was shaking hands and everything, and there were people recognizing me too, which I always think is really cool, which was especially cool because I was only ever on SGB for like a few appearances, right? Like, and most of them weren't even physical appearances. Like, I remember the first time I got recognized at a convention was somebody, I was at a booth, right? I was shopping and I was looking at stuff, and then somebody, they looked over at me and they said, like, excuse me, are you Uncle Greg? So I was like, oh yeah. I was amazed because I think I had only been in one video, like where you could see me. I think I had only ever been in one video, and it was amazing that somebody had recognized me. And I remember I was talking to John. This was at a Too Many Games, and I was talking to John. I was like, John, I actually just got recognized, like from being on the show. He's like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, that's amazing. I said to him, I was like, that's amazing. I've been seen in one episode. He's like, you'd be surprised, man. People they see and they appreciate who you are and your role in my growing up, and they love it for that. So that's actually super cool. Yeah, I exist. The 2013, yes, Kendo, I believe it was that one. Don't touch me, I'm famous. Yeah, I think it was around the 2013 Too Many Games. So nothing came of it, SGB every once in a while, nothing really big. It was the first MagFest that I went to, which I want to say was 2016, I think, was the first MagFest. And I'm standing there with John. John's getting recognized. They're shaking hands and stuff. A couple people recognize me. And I remember thinking, like, people sort of know who I am, and people ask me, I have asked questions like, when's Greg going to be on this video, or when, stuff like that. Like, I hate saying that because it sounds like a weird flex, but there, people would ask stuff like that. And John had told me himself once that people would ask, is your uncle ever going to be in a review or anything like that? So I remember thinking, like, maybe I should, like, make a channel and do stuff. Like, I don't know what I would do. This is me at MagFest. Like, I don't know what I would do. Like, what would I even do? I don't think I want to do reviews, but would I do gameplays, like Let's Plays and stuff like that? So I just wasn't really sure. I got home. Thank you, Dr. Gibbs. I found out about you when I was binge watching John's video as well as SGB. Came across the X-Men playthrough. Oh yeah. On the bright side, Greg, with all the cancellations, you can use TMG funds to go to MomoCon next year. So I went home and I started to look up, like, YouTube, making a channel and whatnot. I want to say it was within that next week, that following week, that I made my YouTube channel. And I started to look into how to create things, how to make video. Because notice, I didn't have anything, right? Like, I had a laptop. I didn't have a capture card or microphones or any, like, I had nothing to make a channel, to make any kind of content. So I was talking to John, and it turned out that John was going to be selling one of his microphones. John had these it's this one. It's this microphone right here. This is a Audio-Technica AT2020. This is a USB microphone. So I shot up to 60. So he was going to sell me that. He sold me that for like $50. And I was like, okay, that's pretty much all I need, right? My laptop has a crappy camera built into it, but there it is. My room background is whatever. It's got video games all over the place. So that's, that's a good background, right? Like, people always talk about, oh, you have to have a lot of video games so you can have a background for your videos. And I thought, well, that's just stupid. Anyway, but so I was like, okay, but I didn't actually start that at first. I did videos. So I bought a capture card, which is, I have it around here somewhere. Here it is. Just put a sheet of paper between you and the stream. So this was my first capture card. This was the Elgato. This is the Elgato HD, I think it's called. Game Capture HD. This I used for video capture to make YouTube videos, and I did. I think my first YouTube video was Contra Hardcore. It was a run through of Contra Hardcore that I was hoping to record without actually, I think I did record it without deaths, but in pieces. So every stage is like without dying. I think that was the first one, and then I did a few others. I think I did Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. Nothing really significant. I think I did Turtles in Time. Yeah. Elements. That's the old Elgato. I did some of those, and I did Blaster Master Zero. I didn't like it. I liked it. Oh, random message above. Sorry, right. Yeah, I'm sort of in the zone here, talking stuff. Happy 100 Uncle Silver. I still remember my first time coming in here, bumbling about and saying hi to everyone, and now I'm cherished and loved mod, and I'm very honored to have that. My all-time favorite playthroughs you did were Ill Bleed. Oh my god, Final Fantasy Tactics, 3D Heroes. I've had many discussions about food, personal growth, video games, more food, anime, and many more. And you forgot to mention food again. Help me through tough times, and always cherish. Here's to another 100. Thank you so much. Blaze Henry in the hunt with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much for dropping it here. I leave auto renew on subs, like how my dad left auto renew on GameFly. And he didn't know it was on until nearly 4 years later. Yeah, Blaze, I've had a few gym memberships at Planet Fitness where it's like 7 months later and like, oh, hey, I forgot to cancel that. But that's a Twitch Prime, so yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like the YouTube Let's Plays on my own. I found myself struggling to figure out things to talk about. I found myself sometimes getting too involved into the game and then not talking at all. Like it just didn't feel right. Zero X-Man, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Very much appreciate that. So I didn't like it, and I still did it. I still did it because I still wanted to do it, but there was something about it that wasn't meshing with me very well. There was a night where I was bored. Did somebody say let's play? You have the same issue that I do. You need someone. Yeah, you need someone or something to bounce stuff off of. So I remember there was a night where I was sitting in my living room. I was sitting down. I was watching TV, and I was bored. Like I was super bored. And I actually said, I kind of wish that I was like a streamer, because this would be the time where I just decide to stream. You know, outside of any kind of schedule, this would be the time where I just wanted to stream. And then that sort of got my mind going. Like, I wonder how easy or difficult it would be to transition from pre-recorded YouTube Let's Plays to streaming. So I started to do searching for streaming information. My Twitch Prime sub renews on July 5th. So, well, my birthday is the 2nd. So, you know. Like me, like butter. Good with others, but rather bland on your own. Thought you meant you did not like Blaster. Oh, no. Blaster Master Zero is amazing. So I it was a little while. Actually, Sean, it was a little while before I actually transitioned over into trying to stream. What I did was in the coming weeks and the weeks after that, I started to evaluate my setup. I started to evaluate whether or not I'd be able to do it through Wi-Fi, or if I had to run a cord up there, which meant I have to go get a cord, because I did it upstairs in my back room, which was my sort of game room. Would my camera be good enough? I had the microphone, so that was fine. Would my capture card work? That was the big thing. Would my capture card work? I didn't know. So what I did was I streamed the very first test stream, which, Sean, this is what you remember. The very first test stream, I believe, was an emulated Gradius 3. I'm pretty sure it was Gradius 3. Hey, Linky, happy 100th. Got to head out and get ready for Mega Man Legends. See ya. Thank you so much for stopping in, though. Yeah, if I remember right, it was Gradius 3. And I labeled it test stream, and I went on, and I did it, and I couldn't believe that it worked, right? I was so amazed that it actually worked. Yeah, I remember the test stream. So then I did it again. I did another test stream that was labeled another test stream with Batman. Batman Returns on the Super Nintendo, because I love that game, and I don't think that game gets enough attention or credit for being as amazing as it is. So if I remember right, the second stream was Batman Returns, and I believe that worked okay. That kept working. So relatively early, I was still using emulators. I also remember you saying a few times while trying to adjust the stream settings without pause. Oh yeah. Oh, dying a few times. Oh god, yeah. So I streamed with emulators for a little while. I did. Hey, Travanator. Oh my god, I did Final Fantasy Tactics on emulator, and that was a disaster because it kept messing up. If I died, I had to reset the whole emulator because it was all messed up. Oh my god, it was hilariously bad. Yeah, that was the first Tactics run. I think I did a second one after that. I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if I did a second Tactics run. I could have sworn I did one with a better setup, but I did that, and then I was like, okay, I need to figure out how to. Oh no, you know what, Elements? I definitely did a second run. What I'm thinking of, here's what I'm thinking of. I thought I restarted that one because I thought that was when I decided to figure out how to use the capture card. See, the problem with the capture card was...
your ideas are intriguing to me, and I wish to subscribe to your newsletter.
All right, man. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, I did a second run. And then I did Vandal Hearts. Tactics was for PS1. It was for PS1. I started to figure out how to make my capture card work because this capture card has a 1.5-second delay on it. So I ended up figuring out how to make it work.
Ribs! Spell ribs!
Anonymous played ribs. Thank you so much for the anonymous rib bits. Very much appreciate that. What capture card do I use now? An Elgato HD 60S. The big boy. Before you get to the built-in in the PC 4K cards, I have one of those, which I didn't pay for. I won. I won as part of a giveaway from Micro Center. So there you go. But yeah, that was when I started to figure out, J-Man, how the capture card works and how I could make it work. I remember at one point I had upgraded my camera to my cell phone. I had a spare cell phone with a camera on it. It was like a Galaxy S3 that I was streaming to a website. There was a page that you could go to where it would show that, and then I was copying that. Like, it's crazy. I think if I was to sit down and try and figure out a history of my equipment, that would be like a whole stream on its own. But I started streaming, and I realized I really like this. I like that I can play the game, I can play it at my own pace, but I don't have to carry the conversation the entire time because I can play off of what you guys are talking to me about. It's more fun when I make mistakes, because when I make mistakes in the other playthroughs, for the most part, I could just edit it out. Edit it out. You know, I could do the break. You know, oh my God, we died, and I don't want you to watch me banging my head against the wall for 5 minutes. So I say, I cut it out, and I say, okay, we're back. You know, we're back, and we fixed the problem, whatever. When in the stream, you can't do that. So it's more fun. It's more fun when it's live. It's much more interactive. I just remember really liking streaming way more than content creation. And with the exception of uploading streams to YouTube, I don't think I had done another Let's Play since on the channel. I've never done another Let's Play since I started streaming, like within a week of streaming. They made a separate plug-and-play capture card that doesn't need a PC to run recording software. Ooh. I bought the Hauppauge and Elgato HD60, and then my PC is going to have a 4K PCI card in it. Yeah, the 4K PCI card I like it, but I have my capture card right here. Like, I can't bring it over because it's attached to wires, but I can switch it out on the fly right now. If I were to shut one window off and then say, oh, I want to swap and put another system in. Oh, I forgot the switches in there. I need the PS4 in there. I can swap it right now. Like calculator nuking half your party on accident. And here I am just using OBS. Void King, that's what I'm using. I'm using OBS. This is not streaming right from the capture card. This is all streaming through OBS, but OBS is using the capture card to capture the image. I've been using OBS since day one. I tried XPlay, or what is it, XSplit, I didn't like it. I found XSplit to be very unintuitive for me, whereas OBS was very, very simple, but it had a lot of great features. Tomorrow's my big bro's 30th birthday. We're eating fancy. Sorry to betray you, but eating fancy lobster mac and cheese. I guess. OBS all day. Thank you so much, Laid Back. Yeah, OBS all day. A lot of people don't like XSplit. It just, I didn't like it because of the interface, the XSplit. The interface, like I said, it felt very unintuitive. Later, I found out that XSplit is also incredibly resource intensive, which, thank God, maybe that was my problem with XSplit, like part of the problem, because my laptop at the time would have been terrible, right? It would have been awful. I had this bad Dell laptop, and then eventually I upgraded to the MSI laptop, which was light years better than the original one. And then last year, or technically like a year and a half ago, I decided to actually build a PC, like a tower PC. And then from there, that was it. It's, it's been great, and I upgrade a little bit as I can. My issue is where to stream. Gamer Bruce, you should stream on Mixer. Mixer is a fire platform that is going to do nothing but increase in popularity. Listen, in the last few days, I've heard people talking about Mixer more than I've ever heard people talking about Mixer. So that tells me that Mixer is on the way up. Oh my God, don't stream on Mixer. I get more views on Facebook, but I like Twitch interface. I like Twitch better. I don't. Facebook, to me, I don't like Facebook. I don't like using Facebook anymore. So Facebook gaming is not interesting to me. Look, nobody tell them. Mixer's on fire? What? So yeah, I guess I never looked back. It was a few months. I started in November of 2017. Pornhub gaming. Oh my God, Blaze. It would be interesting, right? Anyone remember Ustream? I remember hearing that name, but I could not for the life of me tell you what it was about. So it was November 2017. And then when I started streaming, when I decided that streaming was going to be the thing that I really want to do, one of the things that I knew, I tried to lay out a plan for myself as far as what I wanted to do and when I wanted to do it. One of the earliest ideas that I knew absolutely I wanted to do was a talk show. A podcast style show, because it's absolutely fun when you sit there and you play games. My leg is itchy. When you sit there and you play games and you talk about stuff. But I knew that I was going to want to have a forum to just talk about things. When the big news stories come up, I wanted to discuss them rather than just sort of talk about them in passing while we're playing a game, which to this day, you'll hear me say all the time when we're doing the game streams and people come up with a big conversation. I'll say, like, this might be something better for the silver lining. This might be something where we want to sit down and go over some notes and actually talk about what we want to talk about. So I knew that I wanted to do that. And then, it was April, I guess, of 2018, when I did the first couple episodes and had no name for the show. And then the fourth episode was, we decided to call it The Silver Lining, which do I have it? Hold on. I got to have it somewhere. The first artwork for Silver Lining. Silver Lining. These are all title cards. I have it somewhere. Title. Let's see here. No. Hold on. Yeah, I have to find it. It was 8-bit style. Yeah, it was 8-bit style. It was very similar to my title screen now, but that title screen, the 8-bit one, I made myself. I found like an 8-bit design website, and then I made my own title screen. So it was the Silver Lining. I knew that that was what I wanted to have it called at some point. And like we brainstormed names on stream, which you can go to YouTube and check those videos out. They're actually still there. So we brainstormed, and then I finally decided on the Silver Lining, and I knew I wanted it to be like a cloud because that's what the Silver Lining means. So I wanted to have me looking at the cloud, looking at the Silver Lining. So that was what I did. I don't remember when it was. Maybe one day you'll get special guests on every week. Mr. L, I've considered that, but I am not a huge fan of that because special guests I'm fine with. Co-host is not. Yeah, I should say that. So I had that screen for a while until I talked to Shade. So a lot of people may have known Shade. I have her credits in my credits. And I talked to Shade and I said, look, this is my title screen. I would like a better looking version of this. Something nicer, nice cloud or whatever. And then, so she hooked me up and I did all of that stuff. And then eventually I did my my little picture icon thingy too. So I changed that too. But yeah, that's the one that I've had ever since. The music for the stream that I decided to use was who was Shade? Yeah, Shade 1601, I believe. I'm special. Can I be a guest? The music I made myself, 1602. Thank you. The music I made myself in an app on my tablet called Drum Pad Machine, I think is what it's called. I love the drum pad machine. So I would just make music. I'd be at work and I would just make little songs and jingles and music and stuff. When I decided to do the podcast stream, I was like, okay, I need like an intro. I need like a little intro or something. So I looked over the music that I had already made and picked one and then cropped it down to like 30 seconds. So the beginning music is a song that I made, and it's like 30 seconds long. The whole thing is actually like a minute and a half. It's not that great, but I like it. She sounds shady. So that was it. What I'd like to do next is commission a music creator to rework that into a more legitimate sounding song, an intro song. What, this stream? Greg doesn't sit in a VC. What? The Shade's not safe for work. Shades for 50. Oh, Sean, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Almost forgot to give you these. Very much appreciate that. Thank you. So yeah, I guess that brings us to now. It's slowly but surely the stream has grown because of all of you, and I am ridiculously appreciative of all of the love and support that you guys have given me. You have made it possible to do. You have made it worth doing, and I very much appreciate that. And as a special treat for the people who were not here, or for the people who were here that remember all of this, but maybe it has been a long time, I decided to grab a special image for you. That is from the first episode. The camera quality is maybe 360p, 15 FPS, because it was my wait, was that when I got the better camera? No, that's from the phone. That is when I was using the phone to stream me onto a website, and then I was window capturing the website. So it's 4:3. It is I want to say, and I'm not exaggerating, I think it's 15 or 20 frames per second. And I'm almost positive it's 360p. That lighting though, that is not lighting. That is the light coming from the window and the light from inside the room. I don't think I had a second light set up yet. Counting the light from the room being the first light. That's a Kendo. It was completely roundabout. Listen, when it comes to equipment, when I started streaming, the equipment was a Gateway laptop, a bad laptop. I still have it. I'll give you the numbers one day for the specs on it. It's terrible. It was the Gateway laptop. It was this USB microphone, this one right here. And that's it. Because I didn't use the capture card at first. This Greg reacts to Greg part of the stream. We would have to pause midstream to reset. Yeah, remember? Oh my god, the audio would desync. And it was a disaster, man. It's now a work laptop. I gotta rewatch your early videos. Like others do to mark milestones. Oh, not gonna rewatch your early video. Oh no. Oh my god, yeah, the desyncs were terrible. Look, it's so bad. I don't even want to look at it. Look, there's the branding up in the corner. There's the chat is nice and big. I like that the chat is very large. The angle, I love the camera angle. I like the camera angle that was with the old setup the way it was. Saving that one for episode 1000. Who's in the chat? Hold on. Let me look at the image. There's actually a lot of known faces here. Hold on. View. Can I just look at the picture? Okay. So in the chat is 10 Elements, Steven C, Last Owl Omega, Experiment, King New Game Plus, Spider, Homecoming, and that's it. Everybody else is a repeat. So that's who is in the chat there. So hats off if you were in that first picture. King New Game Plus. Yeah, I think it was King New Game Plus. It's King New Game PL, but it continues on. I'm pretty sure it's New Game Plus. I'm pretty sure I see that name here from time to time. The OG gang. No, that's not the OG gang, because we had already been streaming for like 6 months when that video went up. Back when I would lurk most of the stream. Hats off to the elders. But yeah. So that was the first episode. I'm looking at the picture now. That was the first episode, and I when I made it, when I finished the stream, I remember I wrapped up, and I remember thinking, like, that was probably my favorite stream. Like, I had already been streaming for 6 months, and that was probably my favorite stream. And I was like, oh my god, that was so much fun. I had such a good time. It was already so much better streaming than it was making YouTube videos, but that was amazing. Gotta edit in unregistered hypercam, VHS filter, and all sorts of good stuff. Gator. Hey, some call me Johnny in the hunt with a tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. Congratulations on 100th episode. Proud of you, man. Always. Very much appreciate that. Thank you. Welcome. Some call me Johnny. One of my inspirations. John has said before that I was his inspiration for a lot of gaming stuff. John was one of my inspirations for creating gaming content. Spectre 7, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Gotta head out and farm mounts in Final Fantasy 14. Congrats again on 100 episodes. Hope you have a great weekend. Wait, congrats on 100 episodes, but hope you have a great weekend. That, I don't know. That didn't sound like a but. That should have been an and. It comes full circle. Yeah, it really is. It really is. John was one of my inspirations for John was one of my inspirations for realizing that it's possible. Right, that in a saturated market of content creation, that there was still room for people to be entertaining. And when I did the streaming was like, oh my god, this is terrific. I love it. And it's funny because John wasn't streaming at first, right? John was, when I was streaming, it was a while until John started streaming. I think the butt sounds more like a mobster sending you a hit. But have a good weekend. Yeah, full circle of inspiration. That's what we're supposed to do. That's what you should do. You should be inspired by others, and you should inspire others. And if they are the same people that it means you're doing something right. But yeah, I just remembered liking it. I just remembered very much enjoying it and knowing that was something that I wanted to do. Now, the one thing that I dropped was not there at first. And that is the game cleaning. For the OGs. Hey, Kitty Woods. For the OGs, if you remember, my Silver Lining episodes, the first hour was discussion. We talked about whatever topic. It was usually just one topic, maybe two. And then the second half, I would take a little bit of a break, and then the second half was game cleaning, and we were going through my Super Nintendo collection before I finally stopped doing that. I remember suggesting making a game cleaning a segment for the show. Yeah. We talked about that. I remember. Yeah, you're right. I do remember that because I remember thinking, that I wanted to do that. I thought it would be a great way. You know what I thought? I thought that it would be a great way to reminisce about the games. You know, because I could have grabbed games off the shelf and went, here, check this game out. You ever seen this game? This is kind of cool. But I thought it would be more interesting to interact with the game in some way, so I wanted to open them up and clean them. And I had always wanted to clean all of my games.
To me, and I wish to subscribe to your newsletter.
Oh, Out of Scones, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. I apologize. I do not have any scones, so for right now, you are still out of scones. So yeah, so I did that for a while. I don't remember why I stopped. I think what happened was we had an episode where I had too many topics to talk about. Like I had 2 or 3 topics, and I wanted to spend the whole time talking about that. And I don't think I did. I think I still did the game cleaning. But I think I remembered thinking that the show could be 2 hours and not have any game cleaning. So I stopped. I stopped doing that. The Quiet Storm. We did a couple of Quiet Storms, actually. I saw you said that we only did one. I've only done a handful of Quiet Storms, but Quiet Storms weren't, they weren't, what's it called? They weren't like Silver Linings or anything. They were just late night playthroughs. Talking with you is better than any game. Yeah. I did a couple of them, but Quiet Storms were never scheduled. Quiet Storm was literally basically like when I decided to start making streams. The Quiet Storms was literally, I was sitting around and I had nothing to do and I was bored and I wanted to stream, so I decided, hey everybody, I'm gonna start streaming. But I had to be quiet because my setup was upstairs, and the bedroom where Beth was asleep was it was right over there, so I couldn't really be loud. So I was like, oh, I can't really stream because I can't be loud. And it was like, no, we'll have like a nice sort of Bob Rossian sort of ASMR type stream where I'm just real mellow, and we play games, and we just talk about being mellow, and you know, and it worked. I liked it. I very much enjoyed it. Late night black and white. Yeah, I had the quiet. I like the Quiet Storm. The Quiet Storm. A lot of radio stations did Quiet Storms. And that's exactly what it was. It was smoother R&B music or jazz music or whatever, but it was always like midnight, and it was late at night. Those are great. I like the Quiet Storm. I should probably be doing more Quiet Storms. Quiet Storm ASMR. Greg was born. Yeah. I turned that into a game cleaning ASMR video that I did like 2 months ago, and I've never done another one. I should probably pick up on the ASMR, because that ASMR video did pretty good. I think people like the ASMR stuff. But yeah, it's so wild. I keep looking back at the picture, and it's just like, you know, for anybody out there. And this is like the real talk segment. For anybody out there that is on the fence about content creation, game cleaning ASMR. Yeah, Trav. It's on my YouTube channel. I take 5 Super Nintendo games, I open them up, we clean them out, but then I did it all with a very low tone voice. You could hear the audio from me like opening up the games, and I clean. Yeah, and that's what I do. I sit there with the camera. I have a camera top down, and then I I have the little bit and I open up the Super Nintendo games. I talk about memories that I might have with the game, and then we go in and we clean them. I take the Q-tips. I've got the alcohol. I've got a whole kit for cleaning all of my games. And then so I put it. I put the first video. I used to do it as part of this show. I used to talk about topics for the first half, and then the second half I would do game cleaning. But the game cleaning then wasn't ASMR. It was just game cleaning. It was top-down camera game cleaning. So then. But I did an ASMR straight up like only game cleaning video maybe a month or two ago, and it was good. I liked it. I think that I might do that again. Gelato's better than ice cream. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Frozen custard's pretty good too, though. Yeah. So yeah. So what I was saying was, if you are on the fence about content creation, I would say do it. I say absolutely do it. There is $0 cost investment to streaming nowadays. You can create a channel for free on Twitch. You can stream with emulators. You can use OBS, which there are streamers out there making thousands and thousands of dollars a month. They've got thousands of subs. They've got hundreds of thousands, if not millions of followers, and they're using OBS, the free program that you can go and download right now. Excuse me. What if I don't have a PC? Well, I would assume you have to have a computer. A computer at this point is like a utility item, though. That's like saying your house doesn't have a telephone of any kind whatsoever. You know, but you can do it all pretty much for free, right? Like the one thing that I will tell you to buy, this is, and you don't even have to do this. The one thing that I will tell you to buy is a decent quality microphone. Most people, I think the vast majority will tell you that they will watch potato quality video with good audio before they will watch crisp 1080p, but they can't hear a damn thing you're saying. I think most people agree with that. Oh, but what if I have Somber? I don't know if you say that as a joke, but that's actually a very good question. What if I have crippling anxiety? I did not have crippling anxiety, but I can tell you that I am wildly anxious about talking in front of people. The first time I was on SGB, I think, was Metroid Fusion. I think it was John was doing a playthrough of Metroid Fusion. I happened to be at his house while they were getting ready to record, and he said, "We're going to do Metroid. I want you to join in." So I thought, okay. I didn't say much because I was so nervous. I was so nervous about the idea of, oh my God, I'm an intruder. People are going to be, their SGB has this formula, and I'm the jerk off that is intruding on that formula. Like, I didn't want to say anything. When I started streaming, it's oh yeah, we gotta throw Gonzalez soon. Thank you, Ryan. When I started streaming, my first thought was, okay, I had already been making YouTube videos. I had already been, doing I had done a few more appearances on SGB. So, I think I'm okay. I'm so nervous, but I think I'm okay. But when I started it, you would be, oh my God, Jones, I still do that. I know, real talk, I still do that. And I say it from time to time, but I don't say it too often. There have been days recently, like within this week I've done it, where I'm 5 minutes before the stream and I'm super nervous and I'm considering canceling the episode. Like saying, okay, I'm not going to stream today because I'm nervous, because I'm so anxious to get on the microphone and the camera and talk and try and have a conversation for 3 hours. I still deal with it. I still deal with it significantly. But when I started it, one of the things I realized, as far as the speaking in front of crowds, I realized that the camera is the audience, right? Like you're the audience. You are inside the camera for me. You're there, but you're not here. You know, and I think that's what helps. I see you all, right? Like I see you in chat, but I'm not looking into your eyes. I'm not sitting here. I mean, I can. That's the sort of thing you want. But you're not here. You're not in person, and that helps. That helps significantly. I'm able to have a conversation. I'm able to carry myself normally. Look, I didn't say stop. I'm able to have a conversation because I know that I'm talking to you, but I see that I'm talking to a camera. So it helps. So if you have bad anxiety, if you're nervous about talking in front of people, streaming or at least content creation, YouTube videos might actually help, because you get into this rhythm of talking, and that's what you want to do. There are a lot of people like, oh, I'm not very chatty. Like, okay, that's fine. If you make content, you probably will. You might end up becoming a little bit more chatty and rambly. I'm a rambler, so I'm very much comfortable with that. I am like most of you probably are. I am one of those people that I don't really say a whole lot until you get me going about a topic that I like, and then you can't shut me up. Staring at Greg's eyes ASMR stream went, you know what, Jones? I'll be honest with you. I think that would do well. I'm not even kidding a little bit. I honestly think that if somebody was to put out a video of them staring directly at the camera for like 2 minutes, I honestly think people would watch it and they would use it as practice for making eye contact with people. That's actually not a bad idea. All right, so forget I said that. Forget I said that, and be on the lookout for my next wave of content. To stare into Greg's eyes, ASMR OnlyFans. Love going on streams because it helps with my... Yeah, I love going on streams because it helps with my anxiety. That's not bad. Better write that down. Elements, I don't need to write it down. I'll remember it later. It's like a date with over 50 people. Yeah, don't... Copyright. Do not steal. But yeah. I mean, that's kind of the journey, right? Like up until this point, because the journey isn't stopping. But yeah, I would absolutely say, look into it. If you are interested in any kind of content creation, look into it. It costs you nothing to look into it, and it would cost you very little other than time to give it a shot. And here's the thing that people don't seem to realize. This is whenever I talk to people about content creation and, you know, well, what if I don't like it? What if I this and that? The one thing that I always tell people is stop. Don't decide I'm going to be a streamer and then go spend $2,000 on equipment. Do it as cheap and bare bones as you can, because that will tell you whether or not you actually like the process of doing it. The sitting down in front of the computer, the conversations that go on for hours, the game playing while you're at the same time, the sucking at games while you're playing, because when you're playing a game and you're on stream, everything goes wrong. You can look into the process of streaming and decide if it's something for you. And then if you don't like it, you can just stop. You know, like I said, my initial investment was a $50 microphone that I could have easily sold again for more than $50. That's all it took. And I didn't even need the $50 because if you notice in that picture there, my headset is also a microphone. It's a headset. It's not just headphones. And I used those for a while. Greg saying he can black market thing. Oh, that's how I got it. Oh, the salt. The salt I exude. Hold on, what? Where's the salt coming from? That's not a bad idea. Better write that down. I still say invest $50 microphone. Yeah. I'd say invest in a microphone. Absolutely. Unless you already have a good one. Some people use their headsets and they stream fine. Some people stream from their PS4 and their PS4 comes with the little earpiece, like the one earpiece with the mic, and some people use that and it works fine. Hey, Derposaurus is there. Yeah, Derp was he's still here. It's just I feel bad for him. I had a brief time streaming, but stopped because I was super uncomfortable talking and other stuff out of control. Somber, one of the things I will say, and I have said this a dozen times before, I am extremely appreciative because I know that my streaming is not like everyone else's. Like a lot of people come in here and they talk all the time about I stream to 2 people. I stream to 1 person. Stream to 0. I've been to streams where there's 0 people. You hear that all the time. I know how lucky I am, how fortunate I am to have had something akin to a fan base before I started. Because when my first streams were like 8 people, which is high for a lot of people. The reality is that's actually pretty high for a lot of people who stream to extremely low number. Yeah, you see, Trios, everybody starts at 0. I actually didn't. I started below 10, but not at 0, because I had a lot of people who I had already built up a tiny following through SGB, but I had already had my Twitch page for a while, or my Twitter page for a little while. I had been making YouTube videos for a few months before then. So there was something akin to a small following. So when I did start streaming, I wasn't really streaming to 0 people. I was streaming to 5 and 10 people. And then slowly but surely that built up over time. And I am super, super grateful for that. I want to make sure that that's clear. Another thing is, if you're skilled enough to take a bunch of broken microphones and repair them into your own to fit the benefits and skill of a top tier microphone, that costs like, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's probably more advanced than most people would be willing to try out, but it's interesting. It is actually a very fascinating concept. I think 1M is low. People think 1M is low. I've been at 0 for a while. Me and some other guys been stuck at 1 or 0. If you are stuck at 1 and 0 and all of that, definitely have co-coms, because that, one of the reasons I love having everybody here and that you all are the co-host is because you all are where I get my conversation from, right? I talk to you, I talk with you about all of the topics. If you don't have that, I would recommend, talk to your friends. If you have to stream alone, then you stream alone. But talk to your friends. Talk to them and say, hey, listen, I want to start doing the streaming thing. Do you want to help me start it out? What do I need to do? You literally just need to be online with me, and we just BS for 2 hours, for however long you're going to stream. That's it. That's all you need to do. Oh, and consistency. Consistency is probably the most important thing. No one can be a consistent viewer if they are guessing when you're going to stream. Be a consistent viewer. Come up with a schedule. Even if your schedule is 1 hour a day, 3 days a week, have that schedule and then try and build off of it. You need that consistency. You would never watch a TV program where you don't know when it comes on. You would never buy a ticket for a movie that you don't know when it's going to start. So why would you follow and support a streamer who you have no idea when they're going to stream? And consistency is my fault. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, Jones. If you have a work schedule that doesn't allow for you to be consistent, that's okay. But what I would say is to consider figuring something out. There are streamers out there who live in the U.S. that stream regularly at 1 in the morning. Because that's when they stream. That's when they have the opportunity to stream. It works. Some people like 1 a.m. streams. Absolutely. You're sitting there at 1 a.m., you got nothing to do. You're somebody who's up all night and somebody just starts streaming. People love that stuff. Yeah, you can always change and edit your schedule. Just have a schedule. Steven Universe. Oh, wait. Consider Steven Universe schedule. Schedule. but yeah. So that's I mean that's the journey so far, right? That's sort of where we are. It's wild to look at that picture, and that's not even the first angle, right? No, that might be the first camera, but which is this camera here. No, that's the phone. That's the cell phone. But to look at that and then to see this, it just, I mean, my hair is looking kind of ragged right now, but it's just such, I don't know, there's a lot of emotion building inside when I look at that and I think of you know what it feels like? It feels like the started from the bottom, now we're here. I look at it and I think like, man, it really has been a hell of a road, a lot of change, and there's more, more to come. I definitely think that there's more to come. I just added new lights literally today. I added another lighting setup. Take a screen cap for the next anniversary. Well, I'll grab a screen cap when I load this up to YouTube. Streaming whenever you want is more satisfying than streaming based streaming whatever you want. Oh yeah. Oh, your hair's fabulous. Yeah, Hero. I definitely need to clean it. Hey, Nick Jr. Stream what you want. Yeah, be happy. Do you use backlights? Yes, I do. I have. Okay, so up here over my monitors are my two front white lights. That's these lights here. Hold on. I'll turn them off. Ooh, that's kind of cool, right? That's kind of cool, like a rave. So that's those. I got a little remote for them. And then the same kind of lights, but with color changing bulbs, I have here and here. They're off to the side. And then they're facing the shelves. They are actually facing the shelves. What I added, which you can't really see it here, I got one of those strips of lighting that was like $10 at Walmart. I can't believe how cheap it was. You know that lighting that you put in your PC because RGB makes your computer stronger? It's like that, but it's like 6 feet long. You know what it's for? You're supposed to put it around the back of your television. So when you have your TV up against the wall, there's backlighting. That's what that is. It's 1 6 foot long strip of RGB lighting. But it's funny. It uses the same remote as my light bulbs here, so I can change it all at once. Hold on. We go red. So we do red. Would I have smooth with a fade? So then I have it like changing all at once, which is kind of crazy looking. The problem is they don't change in sync with each other, so it's like all different colors. Okay. But yeah, it's all the same. I guess I don't know if it's the same company or if it's the same programming or whatever. So it just uses the same remote, which is very convenient. If you put on a black hoodie with that lighting, you could be the hacker new. But no, I would rather be Ryan. I would rather put on a white hoodie and have the light just reflect all off of my hoodie. If only there were Aura Sync. They're not Aura Sync compatible. I looked into those Philips Hue. The Philips Hue is the one that I was really looking into. They're like $45 a bulb. Bulb. Not some sort of complex lighting setup. They're $45 a bulb. Yeah, it's crazy. You know what these are? This RGB strip that I put up here that you could is just barely off of view. That was like $7 at Walmart. These, the other lights that face the back are $5 each from Five Below, and they work fine. Doesn't have a seizure. Flash, right? There we go. Oh, here you go. It's like chaos in the background. All right, let's stop that. Stop it. All right. I need lighting for my desk in general, for when I work, but I'm afraid of being blinded when I look into my monitors or camera. Minion. Lutron. Okay, so the two front bulbs that I use, the main lighting bulbs. Why is there a dinosaur in the top left corner of your screen? That is Derposaurus. Derposaurus Rex is our sort of pseudo mascot. That's a fun story. That's a fun story. We were at a Too Many Games one year, and he's here actually. Oh my god, special guest. Oh my god, the little beads went all over the place. Special guest. So we were at Too Many Games, and we moved the sofa because we were gonna play Smash Brothers, and I looked over. I'm sitting there. I'm sitting at the table while they're moving the sofa, and I look over, and after they move it, and I look at everybody else. I look back down. They're like, what? So I get up. I don't say anything. I just get up, and I walk over, and I pick it up. And before I picked it up, they're like, wait, what the hell is that? So before I pick it up, they see it, and I go and I pick it up, and I'm like, it's on the ground, right? He's on the ground, on the floor, and I said, oh, it's like a toy. It looks like a dinosaur toy or something. So I walk and I pick it up, and I guess I don't know how long it was there. I don't know how long he had been sitting there, but because of being there for so long, the face twisted. So I remembered. Here, can we? Oh my god! Please! Oh my god! Please, camera, focus on that. Camera, no! It won't focus. Focus. Will it not focus? There you go. Oh no! There it goes. Look at him. When I picked it up, I was like, "Oh my god, that's hilarious." So they were like, okay, it's like a dinosaur toy. I'm like, no, look at his face. It was like bent sideways. And I remember he's so look at that derpy look on his face. And then I don't remember if it was Elliot. It might have been Elliot that called him Derposaurus. I forget who it was that first called him Derposaurus. And I was like, oh my god, that's hilarious. Then I said Derposaurus Rex. I think I want to say that it was like that. So we were like somebody called him Derposaurus Rex. I think Elliot called him Derposaurus Rex. So I was like, no, Rex, because that's like popular internet lingo. Looks like the raptor from Reptar. Oh, that's Reptar. Raptor from Rugrats. That was Reptar. Rex is better. Yeah, so that's what I named him. So then he was Derposaurus Rex, and he was the mascot for Too Many Games that year for me. That was the year I got my the keyboard, the Miracle Piano. That was the year I got the Miracle Piano and the Virtual Boy. So I got all of that in one shot. Actually, if you look, I don't remember what year it was. It might have been Too Many Games 2015 or something. If you look at the video when we do the spoils, I introduce him in that video. Wait, you got a Virtual Boy. I got a Virtual Boy and a Miracle Piano at the same Too Many Games, which is sad for me. Was this before or after the Far Cry 5 SGB playthrough? I know you had a mask there. Before. That was well before. The Far Cry 5 SGB playthrough, I'm in some of those videos because I was there to record other things. And we were like, oh, you're here. Let's just go ahead. Just jump on in. Have you ever? No, Elements. I have been considering that recently. I have recently been considering streaming the Miracle Piano. The problem with streaming the Miracle Piano is that I would have to set everything up which is not very difficult. I have to use the actual console. I have to actually use my setup. The thing is, with my desk like this, I could actually fit the Miracle Piano up here, and I could actually play it just fine. So what were you saying about lights, Craig? That I have lights. Yeah, and if you ever have questions about like my setup or anything, you're more than welcome to ask me on Twitter. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. Do real hardware stream, absolutely. But yeah, thank you. We're not done yet. We're still gonna be talking. We're definitely gonna go long too. But thank you everyone for freaking helping me out through all of this, man, for being there and supporting me and supporting us. Really, is I try not to say me. I try to say us because what we're doing here is great, but it's beneficial for all of us, because this is something that I think a lot of people need. I owe a Gonzalez. Yeah, I know. Technically I owe 2 now. If I wanted to stream just to myself, I would stream just to myself. But what I wanted to do was help build a community, and I can't do that without people. And so everyone here is responsible for building this community. So I thank you so much. I very much appreciate that. Let's get a Gonzalez in, and then we'll change topics. I owe 1 more of those, so we will absolutely get 1 more of those. But I wanted to talk about this because this is a sort of big topic, and I know that people are not entirely sure that it's a big topic, or they don't really care because they don't care about some of the names that they hear when this topic comes up. But it is an unfortunate topic, and I would like to talk about it a little bit. So Mixer is an alternate streaming service that some people have been, not a lot of people, not a ton of people, but had tried to move over to. They gained a lot of notoriety when they paid Ninja and Shroud. They basically took them from Twitch and paid them exorbitant amounts of money to be exclusive on their platform, along with a few others. But the ones that are relevant to us in the gaming community are Ninja and Shroud. They threw money at celebs to try and buy their way into success. Yeah, absolutely. Which they didn't have to. Imagine if instead of buying their way to success, they just played the long game, and then all of this stuff was happening. That's happening on Twitter right now is happening because Twitter, there's a bit of news that came out a half an hour before the stream started, and I questioned whether or not we were going to talk about that during the stream. But imagine if they had waited, and then this would be their moment. This would immediately have been their moment to say, hey, if you're tired of all the crap that happens over on Twitch, come on over to Mixer. But it was announced a few days ago that Mixer is going to be shutting down. It's going to be shutting down July 21st or somewhere around there. And the people who are free agents, I guess you would say, the free agents who stream on Mixer are going to be allowed to go wherever they want to. But they will be granted partnership status or whatever status you need to stream on Facebook Gaming. If you are a qualified streamer on Mixer, you will be granted immediate status to Facebook Gaming. With the exception of ironically, the big names that they paid for, Ninja and Shroud. They were questioned about, the word that I'm hearing is that they were questioned about whether or not they wanted to stay with Facebook Gaming, possibly sign another contract, but they opted out of it. And because, so whatever the partner, I think it's whatever the affiliate equivalent is, because everybody else is free to go where they want to, but if they want to go over to Facebook Gaming, they will be eligible to do it. So Ninja, Shroud, and the others got free paydays. It hasn't even been a year since Ninja, and the Ninja contract has been reported up to $30 million. I think Shroud's contract was somewhere between $6 and $8 million. This is big money that these people receive that they get to keep. They get to keep because they're not leaving. They're not breaking contract. They're staying. Was it $10 million for Shroud? They're staying with Mixer, but Mixer is closing. So it's not their fault that it's happening. So they get to keep the money, which is amazing Facebook gaming is a legit streaming platform. Like it actually I believe so, Jones. I think it actually does. How much it pays, I have no idea. I've never heard anybody say anything about it. What made me want to become a gamer? I've been a gamer since I was like 4 years old. And that's not an exaggeration. I'm playing Atari 2600. You know, my father's friend had an Atari 2600, and I would sit there and I would play for hours until I ended up getting one of my own, which I'm almost positive was my friend's that was getting rid of it, so my father bought it for me. But yeah, I've been a gamer since Atari 2600. Yeah, absolutely. First game Super Mario when I was 3. Why would anyone go to a site whose audience is nothing but old people or right-wing morons if you want to stream games? Like, seriously, though. No one's going to go from Mixer to Facebook. Yeah, they're not going to want to. They're going to go to Twitch. The vast majority of people from Mixer are going to come to Twitch, which is, you know, good and bad. If you good for them, maybe maybe a little bit rough if there's a massive influx of new streamers. But I still welcome it. It's still great. It's still great to have. Listen, more streamers means more audience. That's the way I say it. Uncle, listen. So yeah, so this is, it sucks. It sucks. It really does suck to, I retweeted somebody got there. I guess when you sign up for Mixer or you receive a partnership or something, Mixer sends you some sort of package, some sort of big box for welcoming. I don't know what's in the box. She posted her that she had received her. I wish I had it. Hold on, let me see if I have it ready here. She posted. I'm gonna find out who it is. Where profile media or retweets. Where are my retweets? Oh, here it is. Okay, so her name is Becca Godsey. Here, let me write this here. Godsey. Her name is Becca Godsey. This was on June 23rd. June 23rd, I believe, was the date that all of this was announced. And she says, guess what came in the mail today of all the ridiculous timing? And yeah, it's a big box of like Mixer merch. Like, ouch. That sucks. And the reason I wanted to talk about this today, other than because it's big news, partnership merch. Okay. And it got to her when they announced Mixer was being killed. Yeah. Later Jones, have a good one. The reason I wanted to talk about this is because we make a lot of jokes. I put provolone on my mac and cheese. I don't know. Was the mac and cheese craft out of the box? The reason I wanted to talk about this is because we make a lot of jokes, right? We're making a lot of jokes about Mixer. I've already made some where, hey, maybe we should go stream over on Mixer. Like, we make a lot of jokes. But the reality is it sucks. It sucks for a lot of people because a lot of people were really counting on this. A lot of people went to Mixer thinking this was going to be a better opportunity for them to start streaming. You could go to Twitch where everything feels incredibly crowded, especially this week where we have a whole bunch of other problems going on, all of that stuff happening with Method and all. There's a lot of controversy about the treatment of female gamers and the mistreatment of female gamers, I should say, in the very toxic nature of some of Twitch's fan base. That's a lot of very, very serious stuff. And there were a lot of people that probably avoided Twitch because of that. Or they just wanted to be on a platform that felt more open and fresh, rather than you jump into Twitch and you do the same thing that thousands of other people are doing. Or you go over to Mixer that's brand new, and if you're lucky enough for Mixer to take off, you are on the ground level of something very big. Like, I think of the people who were the first adopters of YouTube and said, this is kind of cool. Maybe this could take off someday. You look at the people who you got your Cinemassacres, your James Rolfes, who were making YouTube content before YouTube was ever a monetized platform. And then when it came time for YouTube to say, oh, by the way, we're going to start these monetization programs where you can make money, these were people that were already getting tens and hundreds of thousands of views. how lucky for them, how fortunate for them to be on the ground level of something like that. So there are a lot of people who probably went to Mixer, who went to Vimeo. Was Vimeo the other one? VidMe. There wasn't VidMe one where that was their hope. That was their hope, was that they were going to be on the ground level, and they put all of this effort into building. Yeah, Vimeo was one. Dailymotion. I thought VidMe was another one. I could have sworn, like vid.me. I could have sworn that was one too. Blip TV. Oh my God. These are people who took all of their desire to stream and create content and entertain people and said, MeTV, and said, I'm going to try this platform that might be newer, that might feel more fresh, and you never know, maybe it'll take off. Anybody who looked at Facebook and said, what do I need Facebook for? MySpace is fine. Look at where they are now, right? To have this yanked out from under them is so rotten. Because you got to understand, these people found out when we did. They got notifications. Yeah, Facebook isn't a good example. Well, Ryan, a good example as in it was a social media site that people said, what the hell do I need it for? It's the same thing as MySpace. And then Facebook ended up being the one to stand the test of time. Facebook is the one that people are making money off of right now. I just mean it that way. But they took all of their effort and they put it into this platform. And then the platform got yanked out from under them before they got any kind of notification. I mean, there's speculation that the bigger partners, the ones that got millions of dollars, there's speculation that they actually knew about this a couple of days before. But I haven't heard any real solid confirmation on that. But, it just sucks. It sucks that they put this energy into them. So, we make the jokes and everything, but at the same time, this is really bad for a lot of people. They've got a month to figure out whether or not they're going to go over to Facebook Gaming or whether or not they're going to come back to Twitch. They have some time to move all of their assets over, the actual physical process of changing their stream over to another platform might not be so difficult, but you're going to lose a lot of people in the transition. The people who are streaming for 10 and 20 people may lose half of that, half of their audience going back, which yeah, you could sit there and you could say, oh, well, that's not a whole lot of people. That's half of their crowd though. Ninja made $30 million when he moved over to Mixer. But everybody will tell you, anybody who ever tried to go over to Mixer to watch him will tell you that his numbers were ridiculously low compared to what it was on Twitch. But he didn't care because he had $30 million already. But what if he didn't? What if this was somebody on Twitch who said, oh, I have 5,000 followers on Twitch, but I also want to try this other platform. Let me go over there. And then in the transition over there, lose half of those people, if not more. It sucks for them. Is YouTube still doing people dirty? YouTube's always doing people dirty. Now Twitch is doing it too, though. We got major news a little while ago. Major, in my opinion, for the implications that it could have towards other streamers. I should say. Yeah, Shroud and Ninja are rolling their money right now. Yeah, Ninja way more. I mean, and that's the thing. When you look at that, when you think about $30 million, it's not like Ninja went from $0 to $30 million. Ninja's been popular for a few years now. He's got all kinds of brand deals, sponsorship deals, all sorts of things like that. None of that includes his massive subscription base, massive following, ad revenue. Like the ad revenue's got to be through the roof. At one point, Ninja was reporting. Or Twitch was reporting that Ninja had something like 150,000 subscribers. That's $5 per person. So he's making what? $2.50, probably $3, because I know that the bigger partners got more money for that. So call it $3 for 150,000 subscribers in a month. At one point, he had it as a month. That doesn't, and that's assuming that they're all tier 1 subscribers. That's not including the fact that he's making ad revenue because he's getting 50 to 100,000 viewers per episode, per stream. It's not including the brand deal. Like, it's not including any of that stuff. So Ninja was already a millionaire. Let's be honest here. Yeah, not including bits, not including donations, none of that stuff. So it's not like he went from $0 to $30 million. But the point is just that, well, first of all, the point is that he gets to keep it all. Yeah, at least 50K a month. Oh, Minion, I would say 100 to 200K a month, easy. I would absolutely say that. Yeah, 50K a month. At 150,000 subscribers, at making $3 per subscriber, that's $500,000 a month before tax. And all the while, he seems to piss off someone new every week. People are just kind of pissed off. I mean, I've watched Ninja a few times. I've watched Ninja, and I've listened to Ninja play with other streamers that I watch, and he's Ninja. He's Ninja. But the point of all of that is that, you know, guys like them are going to be fine. Guys like him and Shroud and all of these other people that got deals, they're going to be fine. It's the smaller ones that I worried about, that I feel bad for. That you know, when the end of Mixer comes about, which is, I think, like I said, I think it was July 21st. When that comes up, I would encourage people to look for some of those Mixer streamers and see, you know, maybe there's somebody there who you really like, but because of Mixer, you were never going to watch them. It's wild news. It's just kind of amazing. It's more that Ninja is kind of a bandwagoner on popular trends and lacking in much identity beyond being the hip young streamer who gets the teens with their Fortnites and stuff. Yeah, my issue with Ninja was, and I have no issue with the person himself. Tyler Blevins is his name. I have no issues with Tyler Blevins whatsoever. My issue is just that he is a rage streamer, right? Like, it's fun when he freaks out and everything, and that's fine and fun, but I don't know. It gets kind of tiresome for me for a little while. This is why I worry about joining in the stream, because it quickly dies off. I mean, and again, if it dies off, then it dies off. You know, you don't worry too much about things being gigantically popular. I'm hoping there'll be another service in the future. I would like for there to be another service to challenge Twitch. I think that YouTube Gaming could have been. Yeah, he plays with the theatrics, exactly. YouTube Gaming could have been a thing, and YouTube Gaming had a strong start, and then they just stopped caring about it. How do you do, fellow kids? You know, obviously all these other services, Mixer could have been big. Excuse me. Facebook Gaming could be big. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But competition, yeah, exactly. Competition is good. Competition makes sure that you are trying to be the best version of yourself and not resting on your laurels, because you have to be. You know, if you sit around and you don't, you know, again, I bring up the whole MySpace thing. MySpace probably could have competed with Facebook for a lot longer, but it became trash. It was becoming trash when Facebook started to take over. FB Gaming won't be big. Yeah, it's a site too overwhelmed by old people and right wing. Yeah, there's just too much crap on it. Twitter. I think if Twitter incorporated some sort of live video presenting, you know, you can post video clips on Twitter right now. If there was a way to post, which I think there is, but if you could post live video, I think Twitter would actually be kind of large. Twitter has a lot. Periscope is one of the other ones I was forgetting. Okay, Periscope. Yeah, Periscope is that's another one that didn't really get a lot of popularity. And is it even still alive? Is Periscope even still around? I haven't heard the name Periscope in 6 months at least. Oh, hey, Sagers. Twitter has live stream. Twitter also has some sort of live streaming that isn't Periscope though, because I'm on Twitter right now, and at the top of the page is usually something, especially on mobile, that says like something is streaming live, but it's not very big. Periscope is aborted to Twitch. Oh, okay. Yeah, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't something that they put a lot of effort into, so it's unfortunate. Yeah, Sage will be the next guest. But yeah, so Mixer shutting down middle of July, but it's all but dead now anyway. I don't know. I can't imagine there's a lot of people continuing on Mixer. They're probably taking a break and then transitioning over to Twitch or Facebook Gaming. We'll never know. We'll never know until we know, right? So good luck to you. Good luck to anybody who is being forced to leave Mixer and find somewhere else to do their thing, because it sucks. It sucks to have the I think about what would happen if Twitch said, "Oh, well, by the way, next week we're shutting down." Like, oh my God, what the hell am I supposed to do? I mean, I do this just for fun. It's not like this is my income, but there are people who that's their income for it. So it sucks to have them screwed over like that. Oh, you stream on Periscope, it puts up the live icon on Twitter. You have to use Periscope to stream on Twitter. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it would work. I think it would if you just called it something else, because I didn't even really know that Periscope was directly related to Twitter. I just thought that it was sort of kind of associated with it, but I didn't know it was actually connected to them, like in a business wise. Instagram is, I don't know. Instagram's a different kind of what is this Twitch news you mentioned? Mendez. That is, I don't know too much on it, so I won't talk about it yet. But there is a lot of shakeup going on with Twitch right now with certain things. I know that people are dropping out of, the method thing I think is separate. But you know what? Why don't we do this? This is the viewer topics portion. So this is the portion of the show where we're going to run long today. We're going to run long because I want to get some viewer topics in, and then I want to do the giveaways. But this is the viewer topic portion. So if you have any questions that you want to ask me, if you have any topics that you want to bring up, feel free to do so. The first topic I will bring up is as you mentioned, the Twitch news. 30 minutes before we started streaming. So sorry, I was reading that. You said, oh my. Twitch has been going through kind of a lot lately, within this past week. Wednesday was the Twitch Blackout, where they were encouraging people to either not stream or to, when they did stream, talk about some of the issues going on, because there is a lot of, everybody knows on Twitch, there's a lot of bad behavior. There's a lot of misogyny. There's a lot of bro culture. There's a lot of treating female gamers like trash. Like, there's a lot of these things. There's people, streamers of color. There's a lot of bad behavior towards. Everybody knows that stuff is there. It's still Julio Gonzalez. Everybody knows that. But one of the other things that's going on is that for the last 2 or 3 weeks, Twitter music companies have been attacking Twitch, not Twitter. They've been attacking Twitch because their music, because people play music during streams, and even if the musician is fine with it, the record label can say, we're not fine with it, you're going to get in trouble. And they're doing this through VODs too. They're going through VODs. There are big streamers that are deleting all of their VODs because they're getting DMCA takedowns and suspensions on their Twitter account, on their Twitch accounts. I keep saying Twitter, on their Twitch accounts because of music, because of these DMCAs and these copyright problems that are coming up. And it's kind of a real problem. You know, it's sort of like the adpocalypse when it happened on YouTube, only it's on Twitch, and it's a lot more significant because there are people being, and they're doing it. What my understanding is that they had threatened at some point to be doing it to people on stream. Imagine you're watching a big giant streamer and the guy's got 40,000 viewers, and then everything just goes black. Right? The stream just shuts off because he got DMCA'd in the middle of a stream. That's what they were threatening to do. It was very, very significant. Half an hour before the stream started today, Dr. Disrespect has received a ban. Possibly permanently. He has received a ban. This is a channel with Blaze, you're more than welcome to. I don't click links during the stream just because I don't know what it is. I trust your link, but we'll see. I'll try and remember to save it later. What I always tell people is, if you've got links that you want to share with me, hold on a second. Oh yeah, there we go. Periscope. It's my old stream. Yeah, you can stick it in Discord. So yeah, a half an hour before the stream started, I was watching another stream. I was actually watching Tim the Tatman. They were playing, him and Cloak and these two other guys were playing Call of Duty. And then Tim's chat blew up. And they're like, what's going on? And it turned out that Dr. Disrespect got banned. He got possibly gone. Like if I went to search for Dr. Disrespect, it doesn't come up. His channel does not come up. His channel was stricken. And so this is the second ban that he had. Last year he had a ban because of the whole Twitch incident. If you remember the guy, there was the guy that went into the bathroom with people at E3. I think it was E3 or it was either E3 or TwitchCon. That was him. But he came back. It was a whole big thing. This is the guy that last year, I think it was last year also, he cheated on his wife. And then here's the unique thing about Dr. Disrespect. I actually like Doc, and I like Doc for one significant reason. I mean, he's probably an average person, but one of the things I like about Doc is that Doc is one of the only people on Twitch that is a character. Dr. Disrespect is not the guy, right? Like, it's not, like, he doesn't call himself his real name. Guy Beam, I think, is the guy's real name. Ironically, his name's Guy. Yeah. So Guy Beam is his real name, and he is Dr. Disrespect as a character. Like, he puts on the wig and he's got the mustache, and then he has this crazy behavior. Like, all of his stream assets are like, I think the idea is that, like, he's a major e-gamer. So then the stream starts, he goes into the stadium where the thousands of people are watching. Like, it's a whole skit. It's a whole bit that he does. I think Dr. Disrespect is the only streamer out there that is popular that is doing a bit. Everybody else is themselves. They come up on stream, and I'm not, I have the Uncle Silver tag, but I'm Greg. I come in here and I'm not playing a character or anything like that. I'm just me. He is playing a character. Popular, sure. Listen, you can deny the popularity all you want, but he has something like 4 million followers, and I think he averages like 40,000 viewers per stream. So whether or not we don't like him, he's popular. Yeah, and it's just fascinating. How long before record companies have online personalities working in a prison campus? I don't know. We don't know that that's not happening now. But yeah, so right before the stream started, it turns out that he's gone. Now the big question is, how long is that going to last? Actually, I'm sorry. The big question is, why did he get banned? Because nobody knows yet. So supposedly, it has been confirmed that it is not DMCA. That is because he does play music during his stream sometimes. Supposedly, the idea, the word is that he is not getting banned for that he has broken terms of service, which was what he did with the bathroom thing. Oh, the bathroom thing, by the way, is that he was walking around the convention with a camera, and he was filming people, which is totally fine. You're absolutely allowed to do it. Like, he was doing it on a live stream. But while he was on the live stream, he went into the bathroom. And there were people in the bathroom. I think there was a kid in the bathroom or something, like 14 years old or something. And that's what he got in trouble for, which he deserved to. He deserved to get in trouble for that. But he owned up to it. Like when he cheated, which obviously if you cheat in your marriage, that has nothing to do with your streaming. But he appeared on a stream as Guy Beam, not as Dr. Disrespect. And he owned up to it. He went on stream and he apologized for what he did to his family and everything. He apologized for letting down the viewers and all. And he took a bunch of time off. I think he was off stream for like 3 months. And he said, like, I'm going to take some time off. I'm going to work on my marriage and everything. And yeah, so that was one of the other things that he was very much known for. Yeah, he owned up to it, but it shows a lack of judgment. Yeah, absolutely. That's why Marcos, you forgive, but you don't forget. You know what I mean? So yeah, but he got banned, and we don't know how long that's gonna last, if this is permanent. At first, people were saying permanent, that it was permaban. But you know what happens? They're permanently banned for a week, and then they make a deal with Twitch, and they come back. Wasn't Alinity banned a couple of times? Is it impossible to stream stuff like GTA with license? Well, Mr. L, that's starting to become the issue. That is one of the big issues. I mean, that was always an issue before. You know, games like Amplitude and Frequency for the PS2. You know, games that use real music, unedited real music. That was always a real solid trick. You know, GTA especially was bad because of that stuff. But now you're talking about music that could possibly be in a game or is not in a game that people play in the background. We've done it. How many times have we done it? How many times have we started the stream and I'm listening to retro wave music or rock music or something like that? You know, and I don't play it during the stream, but we start out playing. I could get in trouble for that. You know, and that's a big thing. And again, if I get in trouble for it, I lose my fun thing that I like to do. But other people, this is their livelihood, and they're gonna lose a lot by losing in this stuff. Yeah, Rock Band is an impossibility. Yeah, absolutely. I remember old YouTube videos of GTA 5, and they just turn the radio. Yeah, you have to. You have to turn the radio off. Elements. A lot of games are even building in some sort of streamer mode where it shuts off all the copywritten music in the game, so that if you are a streamer or a Let's Player, you don't have to worry about it. Is Rhythm Heaven okay? I probably. I don't actually know. It's beyond my knowledge of how of the extent to what you're allowed to and not allowed to do. But it just kind of sucks that it's happening. You know, you've got people who are Elements. That's a 1000% good point. SingStar and Twitch. What's the Twitch Sings app? That's a real concern. Can you even stream karaoke anymore? Because the record label can say, I don't want you playing my music anymore. Just Dance, all of those, like the Just Dance games, Dance Central, which Dance Central is a little older. They haven't made new Dance Central games, but you know, all of those things, they're all up in the air right now because you have no idea what the company is going to do, what they want to do. It's wild. It's crazy. It's very dangerous. It's a very dangerous time for streamers now when it comes to that sort of thing, that sort of issue. No one's going to stream the Tony. Yeah, no one's going to try and stream the Tony Hawk game. The Tony Hawk game, they're going to try and stream. They are going to try and stream it. But the second somebody gets in trouble with the Tony Hawk game, no one's going to want to stream it anymore. GTA, BioShock, and countless other games are in deep trouble. Proton John, when he played BioShock Infinite, had to turn the music because it had girls just want to have fun. But I just want to Rage Against the Machine. Oh my God, yeah, Rage is so good. Ryan, did you know that Rage Against the Machine is actually singing about political topics? What's wrong with Cyndi Lauper? Hey, easy there. What's wrong with Cyndi Lauper? Stuff with steak? Ooh, that does sound good. These same companies then complain why no one's playing their music. How are we supposed to advertise our music? Like, how are you supposed to advertise your music? Simple, you let streamers play it. It just seems easy enough. It's just kind of wild, man. It's just kind of wild. But yeah, if anybody has any other topics, I'm sorry, I hijacked that one. Well, I didn't hijack that one. That was a topic before. I promised I would bring that up. Yeah, Cyndi Lauper's great. Classic Cyndi Lauper. If you're lost in your love, then you will find this time after time. Streamers is free advertisement. Absolutely. Streamers are free advertisement. Let's Players are free advertisement for your video games. I remember they would come down on Let's Players like, you shouldn't be this copyright material. It's like, it's free advertisement. What's the matter with you? Please explain the Windows Paint in the upper left-hand corner. I've been meaning to ask this for a while. Okay, so that is my window for alerts. So if you donate bits, which Marcos, you're welcome to try out now. If you donate bits or anything, that's where my alerts are. I put that there because I needed an alert window. I wanted a specific window, and I don't know, something about, yeah, see, there we go, Dr. Gibbs, thank you so much. I wanted something to be there just to sort of spruce up, you know, the alerts and everything. And I remember I was looking on Google. I was just Google searching like windows, like window edges or whatever. And then that popped up. And I remember thinking like, you know what happened? I went to make a window and I was going to make my own. So I had my MS Paint open and then I was terrible at it. Right, I was bad. I was like, oh god, this doesn't look good at all. So I went to Google and I started to do a search for like Windows, for artwork or whatever, and alert windows and stuff, and that came up for some reason. I forget why it came up, and I was like, huh. Thank you so much, Blaze Henry, for the 100 bits. Yeah. So that's just my alert window. But I thought it was fun. I think the MS Paint, the old MS Paint window, is something we all recognize. So I just thought that it was funny. I like using stuff that we can all recognize and think about. Favorite moments from Avatar: The Last Airbender and Korra. Tales of Ba Sing Se. Oh my God, you know the scene. You absolutely know it. I cried. I cried kind of ridiculously. Toph being a jerk about the fact that she's blind and making everybody feel bad. No, there it is. That's what I would say if I was able to see. Okay, Nick. So there were a couple of recaps. Are you talking about the Ember City Players? I thought that episode was hilarious. I thought that was such a great episode. It's upside down, isn't it? And it was because it was also backwards. Something I thought was cool on YouTube, channel called Hard for Games, Hard for Games, and one of their most recent videos, they found a share. Oh, I watched that. I watched that video. I did watch that video of the DD64 Mario Paint prototype. Toph and Zuko never went on their life-changing adventure. Yeah, I know. That's kind of a bummer. That was kind of a bummer. Which they mention in Korra. They make a comment about that in Korra. I released a sonic wave. Oh my god, that was great when Toph realized that it was like a big buff dude playing her, and she's like, "Oh, I love it." Which, by the way, that big buff Toph, I have seen pictures of cosplay for that. Big muscular guys dressed like Toph as that. Oh my god, it's. If I was muscular, I would do it. Absolutely. Though, with my physique, I could do a nice Uncle Iroh cosplay, but we'll see. She really did. Yeah, I think that's the thing with Toph, is that Toph didn't need life-changing adventure from without. She had all of that within. So she was like, my cabbages, which I used to always see memes for my cabbages, and now I actually know what it is. Toph had 2 boyfriends though. Who did she have as boyfriend? I see. Okay, so I seen a lot of artwork of her with Sokka, but no, I don't buy that one. I like Sokka with what's her name? The Kyoshi warrior girl. Hold on. I'm gonna jump back up here. Episodes of Kick. Toph's life-changing event was leaving to teach Aang. Yeah, I guess so. Favorite game I've ever streamed. Favorite game I've ever streamed. I don't know. That's a tough one to call. I love the tactics stream, and I think one of the reasons I love it was because a lot of people loved it. Which I did also love. Vandal Hearts. I thought that was a great stream. I don't know. I it's tough for me to even remember all of the games that I streamed. Splatoon 2, right? Yeah, I don't know. I think I have a blast whenever we stream like Mario Kart. I see that I missed a lot here, so I haven't been able to celebrate. No problem, Cassie. We're gonna wrap up soonish. I missed the Vandal Hearts. Vandal Hearts is an amazing game. That's a fantastic game. God, I love that game so much. Illbleed. Illbleed was actually a favorite of mine. I really liked it. I think I liked the Illbleed stream because it was such an off the wall game that no one has seen. So I think I was enjoying everyone else's reactions to Illbleed. That's probably one of my favorites, just because Illbleed is such a WTF game. Marcos, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Oh, thank you. That's for explaining the Windows Paint corner. Yeah, Yeah, Splatoon 2 it brings out the saltiest in me, but yeah, I didn't like the game, so I didn't keep up with it. Yeah, the Hellblade was so ridiculous. It's such a ridiculous game, and I think that's why I like it. And I like that I got to experience it with other people. I like that you got to see the true ending. For anybody that watched it all the way through, you have to kind of do some really dumb nonsense in order to get the true ending, but I had a memory card file with the ending of the game on there, so we were able to do the actual ending. Was Hellblade that weird Halloween game that I played? That's it. That's all you have to say. We know exactly what we're talking about. Are you gonna enter Mario Kart opening this week? Probably not. I'm not super good at Mario Kart. I'm not you. You're good at Mario Kart. I'm like, I can get by. Oh, the randomizers were actually really good. I got to get back to more randomizers too. I don't think I finished the VODs for. Oh my god, they were great. I didn't upload those. Unfortunately I didn't upload those. My schedule is like terrible. My dedication to re-uploading stuff is bad. Suki was the Kyoshi girl's name. What did somebody else say? Have you played Final Fantasy VII Remake? No, I have not. I have not played. I played the demo, but I don't have the actual game. It seems like a fun game, but I haven't gotten it yet. What game will you be playing for this Halloween? I think, in all honesty, I haven't landed on anything yet because it's very early. I think I would probably try and get through Killing Time for the 3DO. I'd love to see you stream. I wouldn't stream Final Fantasy VII Remake first. I would play through it first, and then I would probably stream it. Because I would like to experience the game on my own time. The hardest thing about streaming RPGs is that I want to stream them. I want to only play them while I'm streaming. So there are large gaps in between those streams. So what I would probably do is play the game first all the way through and then stream it. Metroid Prime has a random amount. Does it really? I think I remember hearing something about that, but that's wild. Yeah, Killing Time for the 3DO. Yeah, I have it. So I would probably do an actual real hardware stream of that. I should do that, like real hardware, like branded streams. Later, Sean, have a good one. Well, Sean, if you stick around for a little bit, we're gonna do the giveaway soon because we're gonna wrap it up soon. So yeah, so we're gonna do the giveaway. How do you stream Dreamcast games? I stream it with my capture card. Like, I just plug everything into the capture card. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Bear with me here. Real Edgy, thank you so much for being in the hunt with the tier 1 sub. Very much appreciate that. Tier 1? Yeah, tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. There's still, yeah, I never did the Link to the Past Super Metroid randomizer either. All right, so we're gonna turn that off. Thoughts on episode 1 of Night City Wire? I only watched a little bit of it. It's interesting, but I don't want too much information on that game. I want to be surprised by a lot of what happens in that game. What's the explanation for the Windows paint corner? Oh, just that it was I needed a window for my alerts, and I tried to make one on my own, and it wasn't really working. So when I did a search for like Windows, that came up, like because it's Windows, because it's paint. So I was like, oh, that's kind of funny, and then I thought everybody would recognize it, and apparently it does. Like, I get people that come in all the time, and they're like, well, why is there a Windows paint open? Okay. So we're going to try this out. I don't remember how to do this, right? Was it giveaways? Was it giveaway? No, unrecognized command. I don't remember how we did the giveaway before. Giveaway. No. It was a Nightbot, right? Was it a Nightbot? No. Okay. Nightbot. I should have had all of this ready to go, so I apologize. But let's be honest here. After 100 episodes, it wouldn't be us if we weren't doing it like this. If it was all slapped together. Yeah, you gotta go to the Nightbot website. I guess entry is for subs only. No, it is not for subs only. Hold on. Entry is not for subs only. Hold on. Logging in. Yes, I authorize it every single time. Look, did I win? All All right, so here's giveaways. So, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Oh, check that out. Okay, so why don't we do this? Oh, wait. I can do this with a keyword, right? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. First thing first, we are going to give away, we have 3 prizes. 3 prizes to give away today. So the first thing we're going to do, technical issue nostalgia. Oh, yeah. The first thing we're going to give away is, I feel like I should do this a different way. Okay, why don't we do it this way? I'm gonna click a roll and see what happens there. Oh, that's kind of cool. Cancel. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that first. Hero Hyrule, you're the first winner. Congratulations. So, lowest to value, high price. No, sort of. I have $20 to Nintendo, and I have $20 and $10 to Sony for the Sony PlayStation Store. Yeah, this is not a contest. This is not like, I'm not gonna ask you trivia questions or anything. These are for the U.S. systems. So my understanding is that these are not regional. So if you're in the UK, you can't get one of these. They won't work on your system. That's what I understand. Hero Hyrule, do you have a U.S. system? Do you have access to the U.S. system? I want to make sure. I want to make sure that everybody can get this. I'm opting out of this anyway. Yes, you do. Would you rather have Nintendo or Sony? eShop cards are region locked. Okay, so maybe the Sony ones are. All right. Oh, let me write this down. Hold on. Let me write this down so I don't forget. Because I certainly will. New text document. Hero Hyrule. And if your Twitter handle is different than your Twitch handle, please give me that also. Hero Hyrule, Nintendo card, Nintendo points. Okay. All right. Why is that open? Okay. The next giveaway. So that's going to be $20 to Hero. What I will do is, if your Twitter handle is different than your Twitch handle, message me on Twitter to make sure that I get your name, and then I am just going to DM you the code that's on here. So that's going to be the easiest way to do it. For the next one, you will have to take the Sony one. Sorry. That's why I wanted to do it that way. You're going to have to take the Sony one. So I do apologize for that. So for the next one, and then please tell me if you do not have Sony, if you don't have a PlayStation or whatever. Shut up and take my gift cards. And we'll figure something out. Maybe I'll give these away to somebody else, and then we'll figure something out from there. So the next one, here we go. Ready? By the way, followers and subscribers have the same luck. So if you for the last one and for this one, they have the same luck. If you are a subscriber, I am going to bump up your luck a little bit so that you have a better chance of getting it. But we're also going to do a code word. So we're going to roll again. Real edgy. Oh my God. Real edgy. Wow, that popped right up. That was fantastic. 150 chance isn't bad. Yeah, and by the way, yes, it only comes up to the people that are here. Oh crap! So Real Edgy, you're European. So you. All right. So here's what I'll do, Real Edgy. Here's what I'll do, because I don't want you to be stuck without a prize, because you did get a prize. I will message you. I will figure out a way. Wait, could I still claim it and give it to a U.S. friend? You can if you want. What I was gonna say, actually, no, you can't. I'm gonna stop you from that. The reason why is that I'm still going to give you $20 to Sony. I will figure out a way to buy it for the European store so that you can get it. What I'm going to do also now though is hold on. So cancel. So Real Edgy. Hold on. So you're gonna win something. Real Edgy. I will figure out a way to buy points, buy European points, and then get you the code. EU PS points. So the next one. So Real Edgy, congratulations. Yes, DM me on Twitter. I mean, I think I have you on Twitter anyway. DM me just in case your name is different, so I know that it's you, and then I'll be able to DM you back. Make sure that you're following also, which I assume everybody is, because I'll need you have to follow in order for me to be DMing you. And then, all right. So this code word thing, I need to figure out how to use keyword. Okay, so this is the keyword people enter in chat to be eligible to win. Case insensitive. All right. So these are set. Oh no. We're not doing keyword yet. We're not. Actually, no. We are. We are going to do keyword. Hold on. No, everybody, stop. Stop with the exclamation or giveaway. I'm going to give everybody a minute to put their name in for this. I'm going to give away these points. The reason I am doing this through a keyword. If you are not eligible for these US points, please do not enter the keyword because I want to make sure that this goes through to somebody who can use it. So we already had somebody message. Well, no, Real Edgy, just make a post and tag me in it, and then I get a notification for all of the posts that I'm tagged in. So the keyword is going to be Let's see here. Was just warning people. Oh yeah, so they don't spam. Okay. Oh, it's case insensitive. All right. So I think that's how it works, right? All right, so I think this is how it works. The keyword, almost somber, is sagers. I don't think you need to exclamation mark it or anything. So just type in sagers. I'll give everybody a minute who is eligible for these points here, and then like I said, follow me over on Twitter to make sure you're following, and then I will put a message up and tag me in it so that I know that it's you, and then I will get you these points. That's these for today. So this is it's two $10 cards, so it's gonna be $20. Sadly, I don't have a PS4. And Rami, that's exactly why I didn't want to do it. I know there are people that don't have a PS4. I know that there are people in the UK. So I want to make sure that this goes to somebody who can get it. Don't worry. The last one, the big prize, I will ship anywhere. I don't know how much it's going to cost me. I don't even know if I can. Can I even ship outside of the US right now? All right. Does PS3 count? I don't know. I think maybe so. I think so. So don't enter if no PS4. Yeah, I think there's work on PS3 also. I think so, though it's really limited. Okay. Wish ship, so I guess you can. Okay. So we should be okay to ship. All right. So we're gonna roll. That's gonna be for these here. PSN card can be used on PS3. Okay, so yeah, so if you have a hold on, so I'll wait another second. If you have a PS3 or a Vita and you want the points for those, you're more than welcome to. So I'll give you a second because I have friends with PS4s, but none myself. Yeah, Wario, that's why I want to give this to somebody who is here that's going to be able to use them. I would really like to. Some places have restrictions due to COVID, so we'll figure something out. This will be worldwide for the other one. But we'll figure something out. Just please don't live in Antarctica. I don't want to have to pay Antarctica shipping. All right. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Minion Man 1, 2, 3. Minion has won the giveaway for right, there you go. Yeah, I wanted to make sure it was typed in there. So Minion Man. No. Minion Man. Oh, yeah. Man. 1, 2, 3. Is that 1, 2, 3? US. No. USPS points. So congratulations to Minion Man for scoring $20 for the PlayStation. And again, I will scratch these off and then I will DM you all the codes so you'll be able to access them right away. Real Edgy, I will look into getting EU points for you. But we got the big one. I'm giving away. This is a brand new. This is unopened. This is a real Elgato Stream Deck, and there are conditions to winning this one. One of the big boys, not the biggest boy. The biggest boy is the Stream Deck XL, which I would love to get eventually. Okay. Now, there are conditions to this one. I am going to bump the subscriber luck up a little bit, just to 2. So you're twice as lucky to subscribe, if you're subscribed. We are also going to use a keyword. I want to use a keyword. What I'm asking you is anybody can enter. Anybody can enter. Shell Shock Prime in the hunt with a tier 1 sub. Look, drop that sub fast. Let me give it a second just in case anybody else wants to. Pay to win, Greg? Really? No. Not pay to win. Pay to have a better chance. And really, Somber, it's not, because I kind of blindsided everybody with this. But anybody can win. So anybody can win. But I do want to use a keyword. And the reason I want to use a keyword is because if you are not any kind of content creator, I would if you're not any kind of content creator, and if you don't know anybody who is a content creator, I would ask that you bow out, and we'll I want to start doing more giveaways, so we'll figure out some other stuff. But if you know, like Real Edgy says, that you know somebody who plays PS4, if you know somebody who streams, or really, I'll just give it to anybody. What am I? Forget the keyword. Forget the keyword. We'll just give it to anybody. No. We'll give it to anybody. I mean, it's Stream Decks are expensive. If you want, you can buy one, you could sell it and make some money. So everybody's in for this one. Don't worry about it. But I am bumping up the subscriber chances. So as a sub, you are a little more likely to win. So yeah, I will drop it to anybody. I mean, listen, I'm gonna be totally upfront with you. I got it for free. When I won the contest at Micro Center, they gave me the capture card and they gave me a Stream Deck, and I already have a Stream Deck. So rather than sell it and make some money, I would rather give it to all of you. Pay it forward a little bit. All right. What? Indigo's here. Oh my God, you're here. Indigo is here just in time for the giveaway. Man, I'm so jealous. You got a Micro Center? Well, I want it online, and then I had to go to a Micro Center to pick it up. But yeah, it was Real Edgy. It was one of those retweet and follow in order to be eligible. And I think that contest was not a contest really, it was just a giveaway. But it was show us your stream setup. And I ended up winning. So I was actually pretty happy about that. But here we go. I'm gonna give this away. I'm gonna hit the button in a second. There is no keyword. If you are a subscriber, you are twice as lucky to have a chance of winning. And you have to have been active in the last 15 minutes. So everybody who is interested, you type and you say something, and you have a chance to win. So I got 53 viewers right now. If 53 people want to type something really quick just so that they become active, you go right ahead. All right. I don't have any countdowns. I don't have I don't have any like 10. No, we're not gonna do like a full-blown countdown. So ready? 3, 2, 1. You have got to be kidding me. That is kind of awesome. Unfortunately, I don't think he's here. Oh, he's here. He's here. Flip note win. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Flip note wins. Okay. One of the things I was worried about was people coming in here and then giving it to somebody who is not active in the stream. I am very happy. Flip is Miss America. Oh yeah, Flip. Congratulations to Flip. No, let me write it down before I forget. So Flip, no, Stream Deck, which I don't know if you can make any use of it, but because I don't know if you are streaming or if you plan on streaming or anything like that. Oh wait. Oh, I have buttons. What am I not hitting my buttons for? Woo! I'm cheating. This is a sample of what you can do with your new Stream Deck. Wait.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
I have a question for God. Why?
Just play all my sound effects. I miss Futurama. No problem, Flip. No, thank you for all these years. Absolutely. Flip, I will message you about a mailing address, and then we will get that sent out. Last one. Hold on. We'll drop the last one for this. Will be the last one for the day. I love that Mario clip. I know. I have some great clips. You must be. I have a question. Wait, this calls for a minute. I don't know. I'm considering turning those points into an actual not monetized, but like a valuable thing. We have to watch out. It was good timing that I won too, because there's some games on sale that I wanted on PS4. Yeah, so I'll message you and get you those things really quick. But that's it. That is the giveaway, and that is the stream for today. Thank you. Hold on, let me close this window here. Congratulations to the winners, very, very much. And for everybody else, for everybody that didn't win, I would like to start doing more giveaways. I would like to start doing, points for shops. One of the things that I talked about doing was when I play certain games like Mummy Demastered or Bug Fables, I was thinking about buying a copy of the game and then giving that away for people who are there for the ending streams. But I would like to do more giveaways. I think I'm doing a little bit better now, so I can definitely afford to do that a little bit more. And you all deserve it. Let me hold on. I'm gonna do the real thing. I'm gonna do the real thing, which I do from time to time, which obviously I do. But I'm gonna do the real thing, and I'm gonna say thank you everybody for 100 amazing episodes. I am still super nervous when I come on here to do these streams. I think in some ways. Oh my God, Somber dropping the 10 gift bomb. Thank you so much, Somber. Very, very, very much appreciate that. If you received one of those gift subs, something. If you received one of those, thank you so much. Here, we'll hold on. We need to. Where's the mute? What do I have? It's like mute thingy. Mute. Oh, there we go. There we go. If you receive one of those gift subs, feel free to thank Somber. That would be very much appreciated. And Kramer Rabbit, thank you so much for the 50 bits. And Bruce Unqualified Gamer, thank you so much for the 100 bits. But yeah, I'm going to do the real thing here. And what I'm going to say is thank you, everybody, for helping to build this community. I'm still very, very nervous when I stream. I'm still nervous about coming on here. I'm still nervous about making an idiot out of myself. So sometimes with a smile on my face, but I still am nervous about it. I am nervous about letting everybody down. When I express my unhappiness about having to cancel the stream, what you need to know is that the reason I say it every time, the reason I apologize every time for it, and everybody says the same thing. Everybody says the same thing that, oh, you got to take care of yourself and you do you and we'll be all right. Everybody says that. But The reason I feel so bad is because I always feel like I let everybody down. And when I stream, when I'm getting ready to start streaming, that's how I feel. I always worry that I'm going to let everybody down, that I'm going to come on here and I'm going to say something stupid, or I'm going to do something, not the good stupid, I'm going to say something bad, or I'm going to do something bad, or I'm going to react a certain way that sucks. And, you know, we try not to curse. And every time I curse, I usually curse because there's a lot of emotion building up inside me over whatever we're talking about. But I always feel bad because I think, oh my God, they're gonna be like, oh, he's turning into one of those guys. But you stayed, you stuck around, and you've helped to build this amazing community. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, how much it does for me, how much it is. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about my mental status, my mental health. It remarkably helped by everybody coming in here. You know, I talk about some of my favorite times as a gamer were the old days where I would hang out with my friends and we would play games the whole time. And it's still dropping them. You know, you just hang out with your friends and you play games. And we miss those. A lot of us miss that. A lot of us, especially the older ones, you know, we don't have access to that anymore. We have jobs and we have all of this stuff, and we don't really have access to that anymore. So coming in here and hanging out with all of you, as nervous as it makes me and as worried as I am about messing it up and ruining your experience, I get to come in here and I get to hang out with all of you. And that has been these 100 silver linings have been 100 of the best episodes in my favorite times, and I appreciate it more than anything. And you know, people were saying earlier, you know, here's to 100 more. No one wants that more than me. No one more than me wants for this to keep going. Who won the giveaway? Flipnote actually won the stream deck, and then a couple other people won different points. And was it me? But I can't tell you how amazing it has been that all of you are you come here and you support me and you support us, and it means so much to me. So thank you everybody so much for everything these past couple of years, and for years to come. I can't tell you how happy it makes me. 200 episode OG camera. Well, oh my God. Yeah, we'll no, you know what, Nick? I'll take it one step further and I'll get like an old VHS camera with video out, and that's how we'll stream. I'll stream straight up off of VHS. It'll be the we'll call that'll be the cyberpunk episode. Oh my God, a stream setup with a VHS. Oh, that's not. Hold on, now we're getting ahead of ourselves here. Or we're going backwards. I have no idea. But thank you everybody so much. I'm just amazed that you all are sticking around and you are entertained, I hope. You know, handy camera I have one, so I actually do have an old camcorder, so I don't know, maybe that might be something to do. But if you have not done so, we have the normal business. Oh, wait. I can put the alerts back on. Indigo, thank you so much for the 500 bits. Very, very much appreciate that. 10 emotes shared. I love that. But in all seriousness, Greg, thank you for the show, streams, jokes, and laughs. Thank you, and thank you everybody. Just so much. I can't say thank you enough, and I know that it's getting to like that broken record sort of area, but it's so frustrating. My attendance here my attendance may have been infrequent here. Maybe infrequent here, but it's still fun. And thank you. I've seen why Johnny called you his favorite uncle. Absolutely. Only. No, he's got a couple other uncles. If you haven't done so yet, please feel free to follow here, follow over on Twitch, and then where's my? Is that my button? What is that? No, what are you doing? Stop it. There we go. There go my buttons. Follow me over on Twitter also. That's where I post all sorts of updates and stuff. Follow over on YouTube. YouTube is where I post all sorts of uploads of these shows and streams. Maybe I should start doing more at some point. And don't forget that we have a Discord. We have a Discord channel. So if you are getting tired of social media, if you with everything going on in the world, if social media is just beating you down and you can't take it anymore, try and escape into the Discord channel. Maybe the Discord channel will be just the escape that you need. I don't watch too many streamers, but you by far are my favorite. Oh man, see now, oh man, I'm like, I gotta hurry, I gotta finish soon because I'm gonna start crying. Now, look, now, just don't start singing "Leaves." What is it? "Leaves on the Ground," and I think I'll burst into tears. Doesn't Discord sound? Discord counts as social media, but Discord's like a very select. Imagine when it comes to Discord, imagine Twitter. But all you see are the select people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just feels like a better system. You cry and I'll do something. If you're watching this on YouTube, cry on stream. Marcos, I did that once before, actually, during New Year's. During the New Year's stream, I actually cried a little bit. Or I started to burst into tears and I had to stop really fast. If you're watching this on YouTube, also check the links down below. Follow over on Twitter. Follow over on Twitch, where we do this show for 100 times now. We've done this show, but it used to be at a different time. Now we're doing it 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern. So stop in, be part of the conversation. And if we're going to start doing more giveaways, you can be part of that for the giveaways. The way the giveaways are going to work is through this Nightbot thing. One of the requirements for these giveaways is that you have been active in the stream. That is one thing that I really like about the Nightbot giveaways, is that it's not going to give it to somebody who followed 2 years ago and has never come to the stream. You have to have been active in the stream. That's why I try and stall for time while everybody types something in. But let me get my buttons ready here. I never have them ready in time. Before I go, I want to say one more time, thank you so much. I am more appreciative of this than you can possibly imagine. I leave these streams. I'm nervous to do these streams every single time before the stream. I get butterflies in my stomach and I'm nervous about starting, and every single time I end one of these streams, I am just blown away by the fact that for 3 hours, if not more, we've done 6-hour streams, but for 3 hours on average, people have come here and they have sat down and they have talked with me about all this craziness, and they have watched me fail horribly at video games, and they have been a part of it all. And you have given me one of the most important resources that we have to ourselves, which is time. That's why I tell people, if you don't have the money to sub or donate or anything like that, that's totally fine, because you are giving me your time, and that is one of the most valuable things we have to give to each other, and you have chosen to give it to me and to us, and I cannot thank you enough for that. So thank you, everybody. If you don't have butterflies when you're about to go on stage, something's wrong with you. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's actually really good. There's incentive for being active in stream. Thanks. But thank you, everybody. Have an amazing, amazing night, and have a fantastic weekend. I know that these are very tough, trying times, and they feel like they're only getting tougher and more trying. But understand that we are all here. We're here for each other. And as long as we're looking out for each other and looking out for ourselves, we'll get through it all, and then we will be much stronger at the end of it. So thank you, everybody. Have an amazing night, and I will see you all next time.